Yes. Now live.
Now live.
Go when ready.
I always hear that in my head.
I always think of I always think of the invite hell line. That's
right. That's something else that requires a little bit of discussion. Well, not Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear. Yeah, they got their big balance change, big system changes.
Oh, it'd be worth jumping back on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, scope it out. Even though really all you do is get melty.
You have Guilty Gear.
I do have Guilty Gear.
Mm-hmm. He has Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, he's also got melty blood, so.
I got some.
Which I don't yet. I might as well just fucking buy it.
I don't know why not.
Because I wanted a physical copy and I'm
But you can't have
salty about it.
Well,
Yeah.
You can't have it.
I was a little salty about that too. I was like, man,
I
I
mean-
want the show on my shelf.
Well, I mean, I'll probably still buy it at some point in time.
Oh,
and
that
just
like collectors, like
if I can. Well, I think they'll end up releasing something domestic.
that would be cool.
Yeah, like as long as it sells
next
well,
year.
probably. But that's fine by me. That'll give me enough time to recoup.
Yeah.
Bing. Who's got another follower?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to the show.
Ace 7051.
We're doing the thing.
We're doing
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's Local Recordo.
Local Recordo. Yeah, Ace. I definitely want a physical copy. Hello.
Yo.
Welcome to the show.
Hey all.
Actually, I got a volume knob that's not so far away.
Yeah. Again, no, dude, like you said last week, you just need a thing longer.
I do need a thing longer. Yeah.
A thing longer, dude.
And that's what would have happened if I had invented the thing.
I'm Scott.
I'm Trey.
I'm Phil.
Yo.
Guys, what's up?
Give me a swing beat, boys. Key of G. When you're out on the town, don't fuck with a clown. He'll smile and laugh while he cuts you in half. Oh no! Don't fuck with a clown. Today we're talking about Terrifier.
Nice swanky clown.
You
music.
like it? Like
that,
it?
that was solid.
You guys know about Dog Fashion Disco?
I do not know what.
No,
what?
man.
It was a band from the early 2000s kind
No,
of era.
I don't know this one.
There were a bunch of different genres. They kind of did whatever the fuck they wanted to. But there's
Okay.
a song that they wrote about John Wayne Gacy called Pogo the Clown.
Oh, no. Pogo the clown.
Wait, maybe
Nice
I
to
have
meet
heard
you
that.
too, Ace.
Exactly.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up?
Welcome,
Welcome
Ace.
to the
Melty.
welcome to the family.
Yes.
Welcome to the
What up,
chat.
Lime? What up,
What up?
everyone?
What up, everybody.
Yeah, and thank you, Ace, for the follow.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Welcome to the family. We also have, who's that beneath that? It's hard for me to see that.
Oh, Gray Squad Gaming.
Gray Squad
Did we call
Gaming.
that out last week?
Yeah, I think we did.
we did.
I think we did.
Yeah,
But
we
if
did.
we didn't, Gray Squad Gaming, thanks
Yes.
for coming along.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome.
But no, it's called Pogo the Clown. That's all.
Okay.
I feel like
Pogo
I've
the
heard
clown.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paints
Yeah.
his face, disguise the jester. Common law to something I don't remember.
Right,
But it's like
right.
this kind of swing track that's about, Pogo, we're all gonna burn in hell.
Well, I'm rocking that today.
Hell yeah.
pretty
All right.
Hell
Yeah, yeah.
We're
It
looking
goes
that
along
up.
with this
Well,
fucking creepy movie.
It's Spooktober, baby.
Spooktober.
It's Spooktober.
We're getting spoopy in
You're
here.
getting spooky.
Yep.
You're getting
But
spoopy. You done
before we
spooked your
get
pants.
spoopy,
No Monster Mash though.
No,
like I'm done
come
with the
on,
Monster
man.
Mash. dude.
Monster Mash
I'm
is a
so
classic.
Look,
done with
okay.
the Monster
One fact about the Monster Mash is that no one knows how to do it.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like they made the song without actually having a dance.
They didn't
for
have
the
a
song.
dance.
well,
and
isn't
so-
it like a Frankenstein kind of thing?
There is no one way to Monster Mash.
Ah, okay.
You know,
so
it's a
very-
vampire
very
singing it.
fluid.
Yeah, it's a
fluid.
graveyard smash.
It is.
It
That's
is.
what I've heard.
Yeah, right. But nobody knows how to actually Monster Mash. That's funny. Okay, you can do whatever you want, and you're
Yeah,
Monster Mash.
That's what it
Heck
is.
yeah.
Yeah. Do whatever.
As long as you have a costume on,
Yeah.
you're Monster Mash.
Your monster.
You think it's
Mash.
just
Let's
a form of the mashed potato? I think that's what it is.
Well,
You know?
I don't know,
Yeah.
because would that mean that Mashed Potato Wednesday on the Addams Family? Remember when Lurch was teaching her how to dance?
Yeah.
Or no, she was teaching Lurch how to dance.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And
yeah.
she was hitting that mashed potato.
Yeah.
You know, was that the Monster Mash? The answer is no.
I mean,
that's the
well,
mashed
That's mashed
potato.
potato. Yeah.
It's the
True.
mashed
You can't just
Right.
relabel
Well,
it.
the Addams family.
Exactly.
Addams family aren't technically monsters. you
Well, the
know?
monsters.
The monsters are monsters.
Are they?
Mon-
They're just a family of.
Yeah.
Well, they have a werewolf.
They have a werewolf.
Yeah,
and
they
they have a
totally do.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And vampire.
Right.
So
Yeah.
monster.
Well, what about Lurch?
Yeah.
Lurch isn't a monster. He's just a very tall man.
Yeah.
He's just a very big man.
If you saw him in a dark room, would you not think that maybe he was a monster?
I mean, if it was really dark.
I mean,
if it was really dark.
You're right.
Anyway,
Sir, are you a basketball player? Shit, it's a monster. No, no.
Well, monster's got Jordans on.
Yeah. So, did you
man.
guys watch the first season of Animaniacs, the
the
newer stuff?
newer one?
Yeah.
I
no.
didn't.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
None of us watched
I
this.
meant to.
Yeah, I did
because,
too.
You know, I
Yeah.
love Animaniacs.
Yeah,
Yakko,
absolutely
Wacko,
love
and Dot,
Dot.
man.
Absolutely.
Love them. Yeah.
Warner Brothers and the
Absolutely.
Warner Sisters.
Hello, nurse.
I always liked the kid that flushed things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember?
Wait.
Ducky go down,
Down
the
the
hole.
hole.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, I always like the good feathers, man.
Good feathers,
Yeah,
man.
it's like what? So what am I? What am I? A joke to you? You know, like,
New York pigeons, dude.
Uh-huh,
Just New
absolutely.
York pigeons.
Yeah,
That's,
makes
it's
sense.
perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So-
But there is a season 2 of Animaniacs coming out, which you know.
I mean, I'm excited for it, and I really like the trailer that they had for it.
Yeah, that was
You know,
good.
that
Yeah.
was like really, really well thought out.
And it's
you
still
know?
Yeah.
Spielberg
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
he's
awesome.
still producing it.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's something that we should probably take the time to check out. you
Yeah.
know? I don't
One
know
of
if
these
the
days.
themes will be as mature as the original Animaniacs, because that was the whole thing about the
You don't
original
think they do the
Animaniacs.
same thing that like Ren and Stimpy did, where they just go full in?
I mean, well, yeah, right.
Well-
I mean, they should.
That was just an excuse for that guy to draw some tits.
Right. Well, you know, I mean, it's just funny, you know, doing like social commentary now that people are a bit more fragile. You know, back then you do social commentary. I mean, you'd have, you know, part of the intro theme was while Bill Clinton plays the sax. You know what I'm saying? Like they throw all sorts of jabs at
Yeah.
everybody,
Man,
right?
They did that in kids' cartoons as shit.
Yeah,
back
they did.
man.
then. That's
A
kind of
lot.
funny.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Because it's for the
Uh-huh.
parents that are watching it with the children, you know, but nowadays that's delicate, man, because everyone wants to get triggered. Everyone wants to get angry about things. You
Yeah.
don't have the same comedic freedom that you did at one point in time. So I'm interested.
Maybe
to
he
see
can
what they
just
do.
make fun of movies or something like that.
Right, exactly.
Do something
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He
Nobody
does-
gives a shit if you make fun of, like, you know, Marvel.
Terrifier.
Yeah, exactly. I think Marvel can take it.
Is it fucked up that every time you say Terrifier, I think of that dude's teeth?
I mean,
That's what I think of every time is his teeth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Right.
Oh, we'll get there.
Terrible.
So wait.
We'll get
Okay,
to it.
so wait. Before we go too far,
Yeah.
what have you been up to this week?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm about to say not a whole lot. I finished ReZero,
Oh, wow.
surprisingly better than I thought it would be.
How many episodes?
50 in the series plus some OVAs and two movies.
Is that 2
Okay.
seasons?
That's 2 seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
2 seasons.
Wow.
The second season's broken up into parts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And apparently there's going to be a 3rd season. So even more. So happy about that. I've been drinking out of my brand new mug.
Oh, he's got the
I
mug.
got the mug.
Got the Metroid Prime mug.
Can't see this.
Or Metroid Dread. I'm
You know,
sorry.
Metroid Dread.
Metroid
mug.
Dread.
I've been
Dreaded
drinking
coffee.
out of that. Oh, and playing the game. It's okay.
Oh man, that's
No, I
a
love it. The game is great.
unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
No, the game is great. I love it. I love how zippy Samus is in it.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I was
she
watching your
moves
stream
really well.
last night, and it was really funny because it made me think like this is the most Castlevania Metroid. You know, it's like Metroidvanias
They're-
exist
they're
because
trading.
of
They're trading,
right?
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, you know that
Yeah.
whole Symphony of the Night formula exists because of Metroid.
Because of Super
Right.
Metroid,
right,
right?
because of Super Metroid, and now that Metroidvanias are, you know, a genre,
Yeah.
now Metroid almost has to play by the rules of Metroidvanias in order to innovate, you know, and that it was I don't know, I laughed,
Yeah.
I laughed for a good like 10 minutes because I'm like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is crazy, man, because
It's
it's
good.
Castlevania, it's a Castle
sci-
Troid,
Okay.
you know,
Flip it on you.
you know?
What's up?
Asteroid. Nice.
So it's
So I enjoy-
Mercury Steam.
Yeah, same
Okay.
people that
Yeah.
did Samus Returns.
But also the same people that did like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, right?
Which was also a
Tho-
tough game.
Those
Very
are
difficult.
fucking amazing
They're
games.
Yeah,
good.
they're
Hey,
hard
man,
games.
Donkey
though.
Kong
They're a
Country
solid-
Returns and Tropical
Mhm.
Freeze are so good. But
Yeah.
yes, they're very difficult.
They're solid.
very
yeah.
challenging.
Yeah, they're a solid developer, man, and they definitely know what they're doing.
Especially
I'm
with
in-
translating these games to a 3D space,
Right,
you know, because
yeah.
Metroid Dread looks great.
It looks
looks
great,
so
and it looks like
good.
it moves so well.
Oh,
as well.
Yeah.
It
dude,
looks
dude,
like,
it is again like the thing that kind of blew me away. Like just first impressions, like after all the cutscenes, and I finally get to control Sandwich, is just how fun it is to just zip around the
Yeah.
environment.
yeah.
like
I could tell that the controls were super snappy. Just
a
just
lot,
watching
yeah.
you.
So I heard
absolutely.
no morph ball at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you
haven't
gotta
found
earn
Morph
that.
Ball.
You gotta
Yeah,
earn
usually
that.
you get it pretty soon.
Yeah,
No,
you
usually
know?
they give you all those things and then they take them away.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so then
Yeah.
you know you usually have to go back, find your missile, find your freeze beam, find that your morph ball.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, so I can see them making you work for it. They
I
want,
haven't
they
run
want
it-
to make you feel powerful when you get it.
Yeah.
You know, and then it
Well,
opens up
hopefully
a
you
huge
still have a
segment of the
spider
map.
ball because I loved the
Oh,
spider
of
ball.
course you will.
Well, okay,
Of course
so
you
I
will.
think instead of a spider ball, they're giving you the ability to climb up, like spider crawl. Essentially, is what they do. You like, yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
So
You get gecko
on-
fingers.
Yeah,
Castle
exactly.
Troy.
On like
Nice.
certain surfaces,
See, there you go.
and that's fun. That's fun.
Do they
But
let
yeah,
you turn into a wolf?
I wish.
You don't get to-
If only werewolf Samus. Yes, ma'am.
I wonder if you can unlock Zero Suit. I wonder if it's in there.
Huh? We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
these.
I need to
eventually,
play that
eventually,
game.
whenever I
know.
quit,
It almost
quit
makes
getting
me just
my
want
ass
to go
beat.
buy a Switch.
I'm serious,
Yeah.
dude. This is like the first game since the Switch's launch that makes me actually want to buy the Switch.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Yeah.
Well, because at this
Solid
point,
fucking
what,
game.
there'd be a couple of things that'd be worth getting, like that, and I want to get Link's Awakening and
Yeah.
Link's Awakening is super fun.
I don't
enjoy
know,
it.
man.
Okay, well,
like-
there's those two.
The only thing I want is Mario Maker,
Oh,
Maker
yeah.
2,
Uh-huh.
and
I'd play
Metroid
Mario Odyssey.
Dread.
Mario Odyssey.
Well, see, I've already played through. I played through
You
all
played through
those.
Odyssey?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I had a Switch and I
Ye-
played
oh,
everything that I
yeah.
wanted
Yeah,
to
you
play,
did.
and then
Yeah.
I sold it.
Yeah.
And so, but this really makes me regret that decision.
We got
Just
that
to
new
have
Kirby
Dread.
coming up.
New
I
Kirby,
am down
3D
with some
Kirby.
Kirby. I do love some
Boy.
Kirby. But okay, we're just gonna segue into something else. One thing that does not make me want to buy a Switch
Yeah.
is Nintendo's new structure.
Well,
for-
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. So
Okay.
what have you
Yeah.
guys been doing?
Well, speaking
ahead
of
of
like
ourselves.
Metroidvania, I mean, I've been
Yeah.
playing Returnal, which to me feels so
It's
Metroid.
3D. Yeah,
It's
that's
very
3D
much,
Metroid.
yeah.
Totally, yeah,
Totally.
with the roguelike slapped all on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I mean, it's brutal and it's fun.
Yeah.
I
It's
keep
got that
playing it.
tone,
Yeah.
that lonely,
I-
isolated
Yeah,
feel.
very
I'm
much
with-
like Metroid
I'm
Prime.
with you, Ace. It was a heck of a lot better than I expected, but that's mainly because most modern isekais are trash. But yeah, sorry.
But yeah, I've been doing the daily challenges, and they're awesome. I
so
think
fun.
a lot of the times they screw you, but that's
Really?
kind of why the challenge. Yeah, because
don't know, man.
they'll give me like they gave me that one like you can't pick up health,
Right.
and then picking up items does damage to you.
I
was
feel like I feel like that happens every once in a while, but usually
I've got a run of them.
Usually
Man.
I feel OP.
Yeah.
Usually it's like they give you a weapon and it's like
Yeah.
jacked up to 12,
And you'll feel OP
and
in
you
the
can
gun.
just do whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can just stand still and just like plow through everything in the room
Yeah.
because you have this overpowered rocket launcher or electropylon driver.
That's
Right.
your favorite, right? The pylon driver.
Yes, I love the pylon driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was my favorite weapon. I don't know what is now, but still, I love the pylon driver.
I think it's sad because I
It's
was
just
watching you stream last night and you were just like, "Oh man, shotgun! I don't want a shotgun." And I'm like, "What? No shotty?
Shotgun's lit.
No shotty?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with the shotgun that I have in that game is more that they will throw like 8-12 enemies at you at once, and you'll get in this point where all of them, those assholes that have the laser, so immediately when they come out they either do a spray of bullets or they start pinning a laser on you. If you have like 3 or 4 of those trying to pin you down with a laser, shotgun you're gonna be like blast, and then you're getting
Oh,
wrecked.
so you're already fucking up because what you're supposed to do is dash in and hit them with your sword and call it a day.
When they're over there I can't do shit.
Yeah, you can. You can dodge all that shit. You dash in and hit them with your sword and call them a day.
They'll be like floating in midair.
Oh,
over
okay.
nothing,
Those. I
and
thought
I'm
you meant like
going
the turrets and shit.
Oh no. The
Oh,
turrets
okay,
you're completely
gotcha.
right. No,
Okay,
no, I'm
okay.
talking about those like bat things.
Right. Yeah, they're the
that-
worst because
yeah.
they always appear directly over infinite
Yeah.
depth. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like I get screwed in those situations with a shotgun. If you can get in, you can do work with it.
Yeah.
It does a bunch of damage. what's that thing called anyway? I don't know. They all have weird names.
Yeah, they do.
I like the coil spine splitter, whatever it is. It's kind of like a sniper rifle, but you can charge it up.
Exactly.
You know,
it's
that
very
one's
good.
really awesome because a lot of times like I got the perk that bounces.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get it, you know, you can actually hit multiple things, but I still get in the same position where if it's things floating over a space, I have to play, you know, pop outside the door, pop back in, pop outside the door, pop back in.
No shame. I do the same thing with
the
electro-pylon driver because you can basically flood the doorway with pylons, and so then go out of the room,
make a fence,
exactly.
and then you just leave.
So you get close to it, you peek in, hit them with one, and so they're taking all the damage from all of your pylons.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
dude.
I gotta pick up the pylon driver more often.
Yeah,
It's
man.
dope, man. I love it. I love it.
But yeah, I've mostly been playing that. And Shadowgate.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
you
love
made progress?
Shadowgate. Yeah. I don't know if you were watching me last time, but I didn't make progress in that room. I kind of figured it out, and then I got
The
tired
spike
of
puzzle?
doing it. No, okay, I got way farther than that.
Okay, cool.
I got down into some mines, and now there's some weird thing where I have to like climb across a rope and then hit a switch in the middle of the rope, but there's wraiths that are going back and forth that'll instant kill you, and then there's a room with like a big giant like I don't even know what it is. It's just disgusting looking.
Yeah.
So I figured
Big
this
giant
puzzle
arms
out,
of death,
but it's kind of a
essentially.
bitch. So I gave up because I was drinking a little bit. I'm like, I'm done with this.
Man, y'all are weird, man. I get empowered. I sit there and sip on a little bit, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Well,
maybe
a
in
little-
zombies.
Start face rolling
Yeah.
through
Maybe
whatever
it's-
game I'm playing.
A little.
You become a body player at that
Absolutely.
point.
For real.
Like deal with me.
Let's go. You know.
Oh, man, what you been playing?
Honestly, I haven't really played a lot this week. Okay, of course, doing nightly Hades runs, and
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
that's been great. I ran into Eurydice and Orpheus actually together in Asphodel,
nice.
right? You know, we've gotten to that point, but this time instead of singing her song "Good Riddance," they were singing "In the Blood," right? So "In the Blood"
cool.
is the ending
Yeah.
theme that they sing together.
Yep.
But
When you're rolling
I
down
went,
Styx.
right? When you're rolling down the river Styx and actually rolling the credits, right?
Right.
Now, spoiler cast for anybody, but what I didn't realize until I talked to them was that was the song that. Do you remember when Orpheus asks you if you would like him to play a song, and you pick between one of three songs, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't feel like playing it anymore." You know, that was the song that I picked way long ago.
Yeah,
so when
that's
I
the one
talked
I
to him,
picked.
he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." So it's like I talked to him. He was like, well, this is the song that you selected, and I never got around to singing it for you, so I thought that we'd sing it for you.
Wow.
And I was like, what?
So
you could have picked
Hades,
one of the
stop.
other ones, and it would've-
Exactly, and they would have sang the other song. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's so many hours ago that I completely
yeah.
forgot that I made that decision, right?
That's awesome.
And so, yeah, that's been super sick.
Neat little surprises. They keep throwing little things
see,
that'll just keep
This
you
is
coming
You
why
back.
asked
the
me-
nightly runs are perfect.
He asked me Hades or Returnal.
Oh.
And I was like, no, Hades. I mean,
Well,
I love
Hades,
Returnal,
yeah.
but Hades is such the complete package.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the thing about
Yeah,
it.
and Hades doesn't punish you for playing it.
It doesn't.
That's-
You know,
Returnal
that's the
punishes
difference.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Returnal wants to be like your one and only everything. Hades is like, hey man, when you got time,
Yeah.
you know, I got more to show you. You know, come on back.
You can
It's like,
get a
no, I
run
finished
done
it.
in 40 minutes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A reasonable
Exactly.
amount of time.
Absolutely.
Returnal, it's all day long.
all day long.
Yeah, you better
You're
you
looking
better
at,
set
like,
some
3 to 5
time
hours.
aside for Returnal.
You got to take a vacation for Returnal.
That's
Right.
what you gotta do.
Absolutely. You got to have all night long. And that's if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you don't know, then man, good luck to you. And so, yeah, I've been doing a little bit of that, getting melty, hanging out with my
Oh
boy
boy,
Mom.
Melty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've been spreading the melty blood gospel here. I
made him buy it.
got.
I bought it.
I'm telling you, the power
I
of
was
share
sold.
play. The power
Yeah,
of share play. It was like,
absolutely.
okay, yeah, man, you don't have to pay anything. Jump in here, play with your boy. I'm telling
You
you.
sold
Dude,
me on.
immediately
Bam.
afterwards, after me and you played that one game, I was just like, man, fuck, man.
Gotta have melty.
For real.
I
Dude,
gotta buy this now,
bro,
Trae.
I got
Damn
you. I got Bobby.
Oh,
I got my boy Nathan. You know, and so
Do
we
you,
got
are
people
you
to
are
play
you
Melty
putting
with.
notches like on your belt? Or
No.
something?
It wasn't really a challenge until you bought it. When you bought it, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
I was like,
'cause
"Game
I don't
on!"
buy
And so
shit.
I'm not buying it 'cause of
exactly.
you.
He
I don't
never
buy-
buys it.
I don't buy
Oh,
shit.
well, you're
I'm
lost.
buying it because I want to, not because of you. You
Whatever.
can't put-
You're a notch on the wall, baby. I'm gonna etch
no,
you on
that's
in
not
there
it.
for real.
Yeah.
Got him. And so no, man.
Hey, dude, all you had to do was show me Noel, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's
I
it.
know,
That's
right,
it.
dude? I'm telling you, just like, and then I mean, things like just the intro to that game, just the music
the
itself,
intro's
man.
hot.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's great.
sometimes I'll put it on and just pause it and walk away and just kind of bop, you know? It's
Yeah,
like
dude.
really, really cool.
Hell yeah.
So I've been doing that, trying to get back into Final Fantasy 14. I've taken a huge break from 14.
Cat
And
Boy
so-
RD.
Well, yeah, right. Well, here's the problem, man. You know, like, I guess Ace. One thing you don't know, Catboy RD is my alt.
Noel.
Oh yeah, Noel is fantastic.
I love Noel.
But no, I'm
Ace
Red Arc.
doesn't know either.
Yeah.
Red Arc
Yeah.
Vlav.
Yeah, I was about to say you're
well,
all
yeah.
Vlavin over
Well,
here.
did Ace meet you as Cat?
As Cat, yes.
Oh,
Yeah. So we
cool.
met as Cat, so it's really, really cool, you know, playing all that content. But Catboy RD is my alt. Ava Shadowthorn is my main, and she's Omni, all 80, everything, and to a point where everything that I have to do right now with Ava is just super grind. Things that I don't have to do is just cosmetic stuff. But with Endwalker coming up, you know, I've been spending a lot of time with Catboy RD trying to get him through the story and, you know, just re-experience all those
Right,
things.
yeah.
But because due to the fact that Endwalker is a month away, part of me is just like, okay, I know that this time that I'm spending, I'm about to put that boy on a shelf, you know, because Ava's got work to do. She's got a
Right,
lot
she-
to do all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And so
You
it's
gotta call
hard
her
for
back
me.
in, call her off the bench for.
Oh,
a
dude,
little bit.
dude, I'm telling you, whenever I log in as Ava, dude, she gives me the side eye, bro.
Oh, she's like-
She was like, you weren't supposed
know
to
where
like
you've
it.
been.
I know you were gonna play an alt, but you weren't supposed to like it, you know? Because I love Catboy Art. I love him. I
Yeah,
love him
dude.
so much.
Jealous of the other
And
kitty.
so yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's your little bro. She's like, I hate him.
What day is
You know?
End
That is
Walker
the
coming out?
19th of November. The
Okay,
same
19th,
day
yeah.
as Battlefield 2042, which makes me very upset. But
You got about a
Battlefield's
month.
just Battlefield's gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is.
And Vanguard comes out on the
5th.
4th, 5th.
Yeah,
Okay,
that comes out on the
5th.
5th. I don't know if they're doing an early access, but that's what I'll be doing, and that's what I'll be streaming mostly for the beginning of November, leading into the 19th, which get ready to see a whole bunch of Endwalker, baby.
Whoa.
And then it's really?
Nice.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Like right
Yeah.
now, or has it happened yet?
Yeah. When is your anniversary, Lime? Is that actually when Endwalker drops? Because this is going to be Lime's first major patch, like from the very
okay, cool.
beginning.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
an exciting time, man. It's like really cool just to like go in and kind of have a big reset for everyone.
Oh, the
You know,
19th
yeah.
is.
Oh,
whoa.
wow.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is
Coming
awesome.
up.
So I mean that's perfect. Okay, so we'll have a little celebration.
Well,
little
yeah,
powwow.
we'll write a anniversary song,
Yeah.
like what they give you whenever you go to like a restaurant and
Happy
your
anniversary.
Happy anniversary
on this
all of us
special
to
day.
you.
Happy
Yeah,
some shit like
anniversary.
that.
That's all you
Yeah.
say.
Like we're at
Hey.
Chili's.
Yeah,
for real.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Dude, whatever. I worked at Bennigan's.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
I worked
no.
Ruby Tuesdays. It was so crazy, you know, needing to have birthday singers and running around like, I need birthday singers, and nobody wants to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
You don't want to
no.
do it,
Yeah.
but
Nobody
you know you
wants
have to
to.
do it. So it's just like, oh, come on, everybody, happy birthday, you know.
It's the angriest happy birthday
Yeah,
song.
right.
Like, I remember getting that energy when I was a kid and being like, they don't want to do this.
Yeah,
This
dude.
is
Not
just
all.
awkward.
You know, because
Yeah.
these are adults, you know, having to wear hats.
was
Free
at-
dessert.
For
Yeah.
real,
Dude,
dude. I hope it melts.
It's
You
for
know?
the parents, man. It's not even for the kid.
Well,
you know?
it's also
Yeah.
for other adults that like to embarrass adults. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like, okay,
exactly.
yeah, we're gonna
That's
take
really
them to this place.
That's
what
really
it's
what it
for.
is.
That's why
Yeah.
you take them like Guadalajara
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, man, they come out with the full regalia,
Oh,
start
right,
jamming on it.
yeah, dude. You know, put a sombrero on your
Right,
head. It's like,
absolutely.
I'm down with that.
Uh-huh.
I'll be okay with that.
you know,
And you have to chicken dance.
That's
right.
Whatever
Whatever happened to that, man? I wonder if places like Johnny Rocket still
Yeah.
makes their staff
Oh.
dance. You remember?
I would-
You used to play My Kind of Town, and
Wow,
the staff would
yeah.
have to dance.
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if they still do that. I'm sure if anybody's watching, they work at Johnny Rockets. They're like, shut
Shut the don't
Oh,
let
yeah,
him
you
know.
You like my shirt?
Yeah, we got new
It
shirts.
says weed.
You know?
New shirt.
Well, he's got a new shirt.
Well, I got
I don't have
I got
a
a new shirt.
You know, that's I'm just saying I don't
the
have
pack.
one.
Oh, well,
I'm saying
oh.
I'm rocking
That shirt's
baby
new.
metal.
Should've-
It's new to them.
We should have talked. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
So we're all fresh and clean. You know, we working.
I don't know about clean, but I mean, but easing into just segue into the news because it's not on our list.
News jutsu.
News jutsu. Final Fantasy 14. So the media tour is going on, or was going on, last week, and you know they invited a lot of content creators, people like Asmongold, people like Zeppela, you know, Mr. Happy, Mione, you know, all the folks are doing the thing. So they had a chance to actually interact with Endwalker, and you know they logged into a closed server and they can actually play, you know, with 6.0 running, which is pretty impressive. So there's a lot of footage right now of a lot of the job changes, a lot of the system changes as well. One thing that's really, really interesting is that Yoshi P has done interviews with all of these people that were able to attend, right? So Asmongold was able to directly speak to that's amazing to me, right?
Yeah.
And the look on Asmon's face the whole time, he's just like,
Holy shit.
like, holy shit, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? This doesn't happen. Blizzard doesn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Like, I'm talking to the man.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's really cool. Go and watch some of these interviews, you know, just because Yoshi's an incredibly gracious human and an amazing host. But he did say that Final Fantasy XIV has now become a crucial part of Square Enix's business model. To the point that
Understandable.
I mean, he's like,
that shit blew up.
yeah, I mean, it is, right? And so now it's a part of their core,
Right.
like as far as their business structure. So he said from here going forward, no expenses will be spared in the game. Like, so now they have just an infinite budget. That was always the hardest part with the game, is like, okay,
It was kind of a side thing.
well, basically what they're doing is having to survive off of the
Yeah.
subscriptions, right?
Right,
It's like that's
right.
the money to enhance the game. You know, every once in a while they'll squirrel some of that money away, and then we'll get something special like, hey, okay, we were able to afford Blue Mage,
Yeah.
or now we can put
Oh, I see
hats
what
on
you're saying.
Hrothgar. You know, we
Right.
can afford to do these
yeah.
extra little things. But now they're like, bets are off, man.
Yeah.
Like we can
We're
just
gonna
we can
do
everything.
everything.
We
You know
can do
that
whatever
wish
we
list you
want.
got?
Right, dude.
Yeah,
You got it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And so, and all of that really, you know, it just makes
good.
me think, you know, because Yoshi did also say that he wanted this game to last for maybe another 10 years. You know, maybe.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could totally see
means-
it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
which
mean, it'll
means
work.
They're going
that-
to do a graphic update.
Well, what we're probably going to get, and this puts that nail in the coffin, that we're going to see Final Fantasy 17. It's going to be a transition from 14 to 17. Mark my words, now and today. This Eorzea that we're in right now will inevitably, I can't speak today. I'm very hungry. It will inevitably lead us to a new numbered Final Fantasy.
That's wild.
You
Okay.
know? And
Okay.
so
You're
just-
calling it, though.
I'm calling it.
Okay.
I'm calling it here. I'm calling it now.
You
but
heard it
is.
here first.
You heard it here, folks.
So what do you think of this?
What do you think of that? And so it is. It's really exciting stuff. You know?
It's okay. It's okay, Lime.
Well, kind of
okay.
like what they did with, where they attempted to do with Phantasy Star Online 2. How they took that framework and then started New Genesis, which basically was an upgraded graphic system. They basically overhauled the graphics, overhauled that engine, and then allowed you to transition your character directly into that new environment. You know, and so you're not really
Would it
losing
be able
much.
to exist simultaneously?
Yes,
I wonder?
that's how Phantasy Star Online 2 handles it. You can play base Online 2 if you want, or you can play New Genesis if you want.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't
right?
realize it worked.
And
like
so
that.
that's
Okay.
a good way
Then
because people still play 11.
there's a
right?
precedent then.
Right, and so it'd be really interesting. Whatever, these are all speculations. I just think I'm right,
Yeah.
and so we'll see how that all flies.
We've predicted it before.
That's
right.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess I jumped the gun with the Animaniacs. So so Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6.
Uh,
I think it
It
looks
is
like
a
shit.
Far Cry.
I actually think it looks like shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the AI looks bunk because
the AI looks bunk, and
that's
the animations look kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like are these actually mocapped animations? They don't look good. Like what's his name? Was it Espinoza? Is that his name?
the main villain of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I always think of Gus Fring.
Gus Fring,
He's
yeah,
Gus
exactly.
Fring.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah,
walks out of just that tie.
exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Who was that? That was Uncle. What was the uncle's name? The ding 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 ding.
Salamanca. His name was Victor Salamanca. That was
Right.
his name, but I don't
I
remember.
thought they called him something else, but maybe they called him just Uncle Tio.
There was some shit like that. It was some shit.
Uncle.
Uncle. There you go.
He was abuelo.
You know? So I'm curious about playing it, but at the same time, man, Far Cry has always been that way. Far
Yeah.
Cry is kind of like
The first Far Cry wasn't.
Yeah.
Far Cry's been that way since 2, and I'm just
Right.
saying, if you like Far Cry, like the first one, well, then play Crysis.
Right. Well,
Because
but
that's what they
Crysis
did.
Crysis
'Cause
is the
that's where
same thing.
that's
I,
right
I
it
feel
is.
like they're always like kind of tech demos. I feel like they're always like, here's the badass shit that we can do.
Oh, no, Crysis is a fun game.
And so Crysis is very fun, and Crysis
Yeah.
has
Crysis.
engaged.
Dude, seriously, yeah. Speed engaged.
I love it.
Absolutely,
I
that
love
suit's
it.
cool, and
Yeah.
it has the Allstate guy in it. You're in good hands.
You are in good
In
hands.
this
With
Crysis.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
I like to play it. I want to play it for free though. Like if
that's
I don't
it.
have to
That's
pay
really
for
it. If it
then
comes out
yeah.
on Game Pass, I'll play it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
That's about it, though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I have to think on it.
Yeah,
There's
I
too much
mean,
coming out right now.
I got
My
fucking
wallet can't survive.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla for free.
Right,
There you
good.
go.
That's the only way I'd play that.
I booted it up, and I was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
It's Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
with Vikings.
I guess that can be kind of problematic when we're dealing with, those annual releases, man. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the way it
You
goes.
get the whatever games, which is the only thing I'm a little worried about with Vanguard, but I don't know, man.
well, this is the first,
Yeah, that's
like Cold
right.
War is technically, kind of cross generation.
This one is too.
This is no, this is the first one that's still designed with next gen in the forefront.
okay.
You know
I see
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying.
So this is our first.
Really, last
usually
gen is the
first-
tack on rather than
Exactly.
next gen. Yeah.
Right. Because every time you get that first COD, when there's a new console cycle, that's the one that usually has all the bells and whistles, blows your mind a little bit. After that, it gets a little samey, and then it takes usually about 2 years before you get another like heavy hitter one.
And that's gonna be this one, huh?
And this is the one. This is the one. Absolutely,
Yeah.
It's got it all. It's got Warzone popping it. It's got Sledgehammer over here handling the story. It's got zombies, which is looking sick. Everything's all occult this time
man,
now.
it looks good.
Oh
you get
my
these
God.
artifacts that are kind of classes.
Yeah.
Like it's It
You have
looks
to you
great,
like
man.
you get these artifacts from like
Yeah.
different deities,
Okay.
like different elder gods, and I'm just like, oh, I'm with that one.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
With that
Like,
elder god
yeah,
life.
I'm with it, dude.
Nice.
You know,
Heck
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting it, and you'll have it, so we'll be able
Cool.
to play it.
yeah.
We'll play some
We'll
zombies.
shoot some zombies. I'll shoot.
I'm
some
gonna
zombies.
call this. It's gonna be 250 gigs to install this.
Oh
bitch.
man. I say 190.
190.
I say 190. You know.
Man, we just making all
beefy.
kinds of predictions today.
Let's go. I mean, hey, man, we
Think
got a
these are
lot on the
accurate
horizon.
You know?
we
Hey.
got a lot on the horizon. And
Nice.
so
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So what is this dirty pair?
Okay. So, Dirty Pair.
Boxer briefs?
No. No.
Skid marks.
Close, but not quite. So for those who don't know, Dirty Pair is an older anime. Came out in the 80s, based on a series of science fiction novels, and basically kicked off the lady action genre in anime. They were it was one of the first, Project Eden, the one that we watched a while back, was one of the first animes to be brought over and localized here in the West. And for a long time, the original TV
Oh,
series.
yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, you know Dirty Pair.
Okay, bet.
You know
Yeah.
what Dirty Pair is.
Yeah.
Lovely Angels, man.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Kay and Yuri, my
Yeah.
girls.
Uh-huh.
But the television series, while it has been subbed over here in the West, it never had a dub. So now there's a Kickstarter campaign happening right now. And man, I had to leave that site, dude. I was sitting there. I was just like, okay, well, it's $60. Oh, and then they got the shirt. Oh, and then they got the statuettes for both. Yeah, look, I want that. And oh man, they got some.
You
posters.
just tell me how much you want.
Yeah, it was I was sitting there like about to pledge, and I was just like, this motherfucker went from 60 to 200 real quick.
And
I can't do
when does it come out? August of 22.
August of the estimated date is and I feel like they've already reached the goal to where it is actually happening. The cutoff date is the 31st of October. So if you want this Blu-ray,
better do it now.
You do it now.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be pledging.
Do it now.
Because I want this.
Are you going to get the whole package? Are you going to get the figures? Are you going to do the
No,
you going to do the whole thing?
I just can't. I just can't. I might get a T-shirt.
Treat yourself next year.
Treat myself.
Well, see, if they were offering a coffee mug, then maybe
Dude,
you
if
would
they were
get
offering
that.
a coffee mug, it would be on like Donkey Kong. But no, so they've never actually dubbed the television series.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So this would be the first time that it's actually dubbed.
They just dubbed the movies.
They dubbed the OVAs and the movies.
Okay.
The the actual TV show was never dubbed. It was subbed. I do already own this, but I'm gonna buy it again. Goddamn.
Hey man, if they release a 4K version of Ghost in the Shell 2, I'm buying it immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It would be really
but-
interesting, like to hear some modern anime voice acting talent.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing too.
Yeah.
At the
I
very
like the
least, they
classic
did.
stuff a lot.
Yeah,
personally.
they
Yeah,
did.
totally.
They did actually announce that the actress Pamela Lior, who originally voiced Kay in all of the other dubs, is actually coming back to
Oh,
dub
nice.
her again.
That's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is awesome because I love her K voice, dude.
Wow.
It's so good. So yeah, looking forward to that. And if any of you guys are into, old classic anime like I am,
Better jump on it.
Jump on this because
Right.
this is gonna be
Going
pristine.
away.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. So that's really all it is, and I don't need to spend the money. But
Is
I'm
the
going
60
to.
the minimum? I guess.
60 is the minimum
That's
to
for the-
get the
okay.
Blu-ray.
Okay,
To
got
get
you.
the actual disc.
Yeah. And how many episodes is it? Is it a full season?
It's a full. I mean, it's old school
Oh, okay.
season. So I mean, I
Okay.
think you're looking at least 50. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
If I remember, yeah, you're looking at a good, 30 to 50. I can't remember the exact number. But I mean, you're looking at a good chunk of anime.
sounds
Of some
solid.
of the
Even with 30,
of
that's
some
$2
of the
an
best.
episode. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's
you
worth
know?
it.
Yeah.
Like, because
totally.
this show came out right in that nice bubble period where
all
people
hand
were
animation.
where
dude.
people were just throwing money
love
at
the way
fucking
that
anime.
movie looks.
Dude, it looks yeah, and the TV show does not slouch on that shit.
Good.
Just because it's a TV show. It does look really good, and
Yeah.
it's actually like they characterize the Yuri and Kay I think a little bit better in the actual show
Oh,
than
okay.
they did
Okay.
than they kind of did in the movie. I still really like the movie, and I still like the way that they treat those characters, but I don't know, they kind of did my girls dirty in
They're
in
very
Project Eve.
stubborn and kind of rock-headed in that one.
Well, it's just Carson.
yeah.
It's just Carson. It's all Carson's fault. He kind of stole the spotlight from my girls, and
That's
that's
it.
just that. I'm not down with that. You know, but whatever. Hey, this Blu-ray is gonna be fun. I'm going to enjoy it
Next year.
Next year.
Whatever, it's good to have things to look forward to.
Heck yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take it.
So Tony and Clyde.
Yeah, I was watching
What's
the
up
trailer
with
for this. What is this?
I don't even know if this is really a lot that's worth discussing.
It looks like Hotline Miami.
It
You know?
does. It does.
Yeah.
It looks like a terrible game
It
with
does.
a hilarious premise.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Bad graphics.
yeah,
Like actually bad graphics.
really bad, really
Yeah.
bad, but pretty hilarious voice acting. I don't know shit about this game. I
mean-
just thought the trailer was funny.
That's it.
That was
That's
really
really
that,
it.
that's why I sent it. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, like look at this. That will never be worth paying for.
Nope.
But they're making it anyway.
It's
That's
got
right.
a thing though.
Yeah,
It's got a
totally.
thing.
Just watch the trailer for. I don't even know why we're talking about this because I don't think any of
Just
us have
go
anything
check
to
out
say
Tony
about
and
it.
Clyde.
That's
You know,
it.
look at the trailer
Go
for
look
Tony
at
and
the trailer.
Clyde.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
You might find something interesting.
And then you might as well watch the Choo Choo Charlie trailer too
Yeah,
while you're at it.
yeah.
While we're doing October shit. Definitely watch that. So we're gonna move right on past it. Lone Echo 2. Did you
Yeah.
play it?
No, but I just wanted to talk about Lone Echo 2 from a okay, so I'm gonna stream the first game because I really got to play through it.
Okay.
But I thought about this a lot because I've heard a number of people talk about that it's samey.
Right.
But the sameness about the game is that the gameplay is the same because there's nothing really going on with the game.
Right.
Because it's mostly narrative focused.
Right.
You know,
the gameplay, virtual reality is just like more VR is always a positive.
Yeah,
thing,
and
right?
I mean the movement system's great because it's a zero gravity game where like you grab onto something and you push yourself away.
Right,
that's the easiest way to do it. So to navigate through the world, you have to much like the guys on the ISS that you see. They're kind of swimming through space, bouncing off walls. And that's a great traversal system, but still most of the game is grab an object, take it somewhere else.
Right.
But it's the story that's going on, and the more that I hear about the story side of it, I'm like, oh shit, no, this is something that I gotta get on.
Right.
I have to experience this.
Right.
But it made me think about Ready at Dawn, because those are the guys that made this.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Order 1886.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Which was really good in the like graphics and the presentation side of it.
Right.
The story was almost there, but it felt like it had stuff cut out of it. But the gameplay was whatever. The gameplay was just serviceable. Yeah. And it makes me think about Ready at Dawn as a studio because like if Lone Echo was kind of their high point, coming off of the Order, which they could have easily destroyed that studio. A lot of people went away from Ready at Dawn, went to other places.
Yeah. Right.
And now there's Lone Echo 2, which is the swan song of Oculus's PC games.
Right. This is it.
What does that mean for Ready at Dawn? That's kind of what I wanted to bring up.
Well, I think their future is pretty open. I think they can still go in some great directions because we're about to see a lot of like technological pushes within VR within this next year, and so I think what we're seeing right now come out is just like all the dregs, man. It's like, okay, here's the stuff we've been working on. We got to get it out of here because we're about to be dealing with different hardware,
right?
And so here, just take it as it is. If you love VR, guess what? You're going to play it. Right now, the goal isn't necessarily to sell people on VR because that big push is about to happen in a few months.
Right.
However, the biggest problem here with Lone Echo 2 is pricing.
Well,
that's the deal.
40 isn't too terrible.
Coming from 10. That's the problem.
Oh, well, the
Echo
old
1
game's
being
been
10.
40 forever.
Right.
It's on sale.
It's on sale for 10 now. And then having that and then 40 over here when Lone Echo 1 is still very much
you could just go play the first one.
you want, right?
Yeah,
it's like you don't have to spend that extra $40 on the side. But I think that they're gonna. What did you say?
You said you heard
Radiant Dawn.
Yeah,
for real, dude.
Hell
I could use some more Fire Emblem. I could. I still want Golden Sun. I want some new Golden Sun.
Yeah. For real.
Dude, I would love that.
It would be great.
But I do.
Now's
I think
the time for Golden Sun.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
Well, what I'm thinking here with Ready at Dawn and Lone Echo, this is a third prediction on the channel.
We got do we
third
need to start
one.
keeping track
Yeah,
of these
that's
predictions
right.
so
We're
we
gonna
can
have
come
to,
back
man.
and be like, we were right.
Yeah.
What do we do if we're wrong?
Nothing. We just
we say, I
was
thought
wrong.
this. I was wrong.
We move on.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking because
Thought maybe we'd have to squeeze a pencil in between our fingers.
I'm gonna have to do more jutsu.
That's right.
No, we'll just say, oops, or maybe it'll be a pleasant surprise, or maybe we'll be right. What about that?
I think
do we get a reward? Do we get like donuts?
No. You get a pat on donuts.
Okay, there we go. All right, so much better than a pat on wherever you're going to pat me, Scott.
Stop trying to
you know where that pat was.
I know. You made eye contact way too soon.
So Oculus actually played nice with PlayStation and put fucking Vader Immortal on here,
cool.
right?
Right.
I'm really suspecting that we're gonna get a chunk of Oculus exclusives for PlayStation VR as soon as it launches.
Yeah.
And that might include a Lone Echo 2
like a
bundle with both of them together, right?
Right.
And also, I could even see Ready at Dawn being one of the studios that Sony absorbs as a VR developer because of this high quality mark that obviously Oculus doesn't give a shit about,
right?
Because they're trying to develop just for standalone headsets at this point.
Yeah.
And they want to go, hey, Ready at Dawn, you guys are the ones that can really leverage the shit out of some horsepower, right? Use the PS5, make your VR masterpiece, make your thing.
Yeah, I wonder wonder about all of that only because, like, as much money as Sony has, like, it's hard to combat Facebook, man. Now, with all of their legal issues right now, like, who knows what's going to happen, with the company and with the way that they actually have to, direct their money flow.
Zuck lost a lot of money, didn't he?
Right?
Oh, poor Zuck.
Poor Zuck. Scrooge
McZuck.
Scrooge McZuck and this money
He's got
bin.
a little less in the money bank.
He had to get rid of one of his money bins.
Right.
So I mean, we'll see how that all goes.
He just dropped the level a little bit.
Right. It's like because I mean that's the thing. Like I looking at everything that Oculus is doing right now, you can tell that the future of Oculus is not gaming. You can tell that the future of it is still social. It's going to be very, very social, which can be great and terrifying at the same time.
I like the remote workspace shit they're trying to get done. You being able to see your keyboard in the headset, them having hand tracking, that kind of stuff.
Isn't it funny
that
how long
really
that type of interface has been discussed in the gaming realm?
And it's still so hard to make it.
Exactly. Right. Because even with, do you remember when HoloLens was a big thing?
Totally.
Before the military bought it to kill people with? That was a big thing there, just having virtual desktops and things of that caliber. Yeah. And I'm like, why haven't y'all pulled it off yet? Like, why haven't you given me big screen VR yet? Like,
really?
That's the kind of thing that bothers me. Why can't I virtually sit next to you guys, but be in the comfort of my living room?
Right.
And we can watch this new movie that comes out.
Big screen could somehow merge with the Twitch platform.
Absolutely.
And having some kind of, like, imagine if all of y'all sitting here with us could sit in a room with each other and nod at each other while you watch us on a big screen.
Throw popcorn at one
another.
another.
That's right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tomatoes at the screen, whatever you feel like. Doesn't make us messy.
Right.
And you're happy.
It's like the same thing, man. I've always thought that like they should like beat games if they weren't bought by Facebook. They should have aimed to merge with Spotify.
Yeah.
Like Beat Saber and Spotify would be a marriage made in heaven.
Oh boy.
You'd have infinite content. You wouldn't
if
have
they
to
could
worry
make
about
a generator,
licensing.
like,
Exactly.
they would work with
a
like,
generator or an
an
editor.
What was that game? Bit Ribbon? Is that what I'm thinking? Is that what it's called?
Bit Ribbon? Bit Trip? Bit Ribbon.
Dude, it was a PS1 game where you put the game in, and then it tells you to take the game out and put a CD in.
Are you talking about Monster Ranch?
No, it's a spline based like rabbit that's like walking, and then like the rhythm of the music comes up.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I think it's called like Bit Ribbon or something.
I think
that's it.
Bit Ribbon.
It's something real close to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was done by the same dude who did Parappa the Rapper.
That is.
It was developed by
I think that was like his first one on the PlayStation.
No, I think it was actually after.
That was afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, still, my point is that it would take songs and generate a level out of
like
them.
procedurally generated music games.
Analyze it, figure out where the drops and all the beat
and then
is.
It's just like a rhythm platformer essentially.
Yeah. But if you did that with Spotify and Beat Saber, or you did it with Pistol Whip and Spotify, or whatever.
No, I wouldn't want them to ever do that with Pistol Whip.
Yeah, it's kind of better with the
especially
the
you fuck around
maps.
and play some like Death Clock.
Yeah,
you're just getting wrecked on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna play the Square Pusher track.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Throwing some Dragon Force.
Oh no!
Never even seen these bad guys before.
But that, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see the future of the music. The rhythm gaming genre.
Yeah.
And
where VR goes in general from here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Still, mark my words, we're going to get a bunch of Oculus exclusives on the PlayStation.
And Half-Life Alyx.
And Half-Life Alyx,
Alex.
And if they're smart, then they'll launch with at least a handful of these titles.
If they're smart, they would at least launch with a trailer for Call of Duty. Because I'm telling you, what you need if you want to push... No, I'm serious. If you want to push VR... You need to hit those staples, man. You know what I'm saying?
So would it be
if you
for
give
Vanguard,
them a COD, that's a possibility. No, I think it would have to be its own standalone VR Call of Duty thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden you're changing the way that people interact in a play space, and balance is all of a sudden completely skewed. Imagine giving somebody an aim controller while you're playing on a flat controller, and those motherfuckers are on the railing up above you, blind firing down. We got problems.
Fucks that game
right?
up.
Yeah, right. And so, but if they had a COD game, I think that would draw a lot of attention from a lot of casual players who may not want to invest in VR, and all of a sudden it's like, wait. So I'm playing Call of Duty, but I'm in that motherfucker, and it's like, Yeah. Okay, take my money. You know,
Just imagine the Call of Duty
if they
rage.
could pull, if they could pull off Call of Duty, if they could pull off Madden, then those, just because they are just such like accessible IPs, man. Yeah, that'd be weird, right?
It would be weird.
But what if
right?
you could actually have like
How you kick a field goal in VR?
But you were the one talking about skateboarding and surfing in
about
VR.
to
I
say,
don't want to hear it.
You're doing
Well, okay. Well, then you're doing this. Okay. I mean, what are you talking about, bro? Anyway, you see what I got to deal with every day. But I do think that
start with an easy one like baseball.
But do you see what I'm saying? That would be a thing too. Put MLB on there. Give us an NBA game where you can actually have 5-on-5. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 people,
absolutely.
10 people playing with VR headsets on, where you actually have to use team mechanics, right? Like, I don't know. It's something that we can't pull off right now, but once you cross that line, that's when your casual audiences will start to build. That's when people will actually be like, "Oh man, this is really." That's when my dad would buy one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mean I could be sitting in the living room and feel like I'm playing basketball? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you that's that step if we want to actually take this from something niche into something mainstream. You know?
You're right.
But anyway, Vanguard Zambos.
I mean, I was just bringing it up that new trailer came out, but we already touched on it.
We already touched on
Yeah,
that. So we
go
get to
check out this occult bullshit going on.
Oh
in
man,
the new Vanguard
we will be
Zombies.
streaming some Vanguard Zombies. If you guys want to play zombies, if you love it, jump in with us.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
It'll be a really good time.
We might do some normal zombies this weekend too.
Oh, definitely.
Some Cold War.
Cold
That's
War
what it's
zombies.
called.
Yeah.
Normal
Yeah.
zombies.
Yeah, man.
Some current zombies.
Current,
I
I
mean,
got
to
you.
say.
Yeah, I was about to say, because our zombies.
Normal?
I guess they are.
They're
now.
normal at this
Well,
point.
They
it
are at this
depends.
point.
It depends because you got to remember all of this started with like World War II zombies.
Yeah.
So it was just Nazi zombies.
True.
And now we've got like these 3-headed Cerberus dogs and
So Wolfenstein did that first, though, right? Nazi
Yes.
zombies. They were
Nazi
the first
zombies.
ones.
yes.
Yeah. Are they the first people, period, to come up with Nazi zombies?
They were the first people to put Hitler in a robot suit.
You're right.
They did that. Definitely did that.
Mecha Hitler.
Uh-huh.
No joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but it probably was them. Like, I don't know who else would have, at that point in time,
Yeah.
everybody was doing more fantastic things.
They were the first people to come up with Nazi zombies. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm sure if we look back to film, I'm sure there were films with Nazi zombies that precede
You think
Wolfenstein.
so? Because I'm reaching there, and I can't think of it.
I can't think of any either.
Yeah.
We'll have to research that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
So what's happening with FIFA?
Boy,
What is this?
Boy.
So,
let's go.
to re-up the name FIFA, it's gonna cost EA like $1 billion.
It's going to cost them $2 billion every 4 years.
Oh!
So FIFA is finally they finally because look, man. Okay, we saw it happen with NFL 2K and Madden back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Like they had competition, direct competition, and then EA bought the license to the NFL franchise,
Yeah.
right?
And
So all of
then-
a sudden, NFL 2K can't have NFL players, so it withered and died.
Yeah.
Okay, it became it's gone. EA has been making FIFA games for so long. FIFA's like, sure, we get residual income from you using our licenses,
Right,
using these
yeah.
teams, et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera. However, FIFA is a multi-billion-dollar market by itself. Like
Yup.
FIFA is huge,
Yeah.
and now because gaming has become as popular as it is,
Right,
and has
right.
become as large as it is, you can't ignore the amount of money that EA is able to make that FIFA is not getting anything from. EA is also trying to monetize FIFA outside of gaming as well,
Right.
and so the FIFA themselves are just like, wait,
No, that's-
absolutely
that's
not.
us. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Like you can
Yeah.
pay us to use our license within your game, but outside of the game,
That's
that's
theirs.
ours. That's our territory, right?
Yeah.
And so now they're like, okay, well, if you want to continue using the FIFA name, it's going to cost you $2 billion
You're gonna have to
every
drop some
4
bones.
years.
That's
every 4 years,
insane,
billion
dude.
with a B. But honestly. If EA just did it, they'd still make money.
They'd
They'd
still
still make a lot of
say,
money,
that's not-
but they wouldn't make as much money as they're making now, and
What's
their
crazy
bottom line
is
would
that,
be affected.
like, while that $2 billion may seem like an astronomical amount for us, for EA,
Hey,
that's
thanks for
barely
hanging
a
out, Ace.
drop in the bucket.
Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah,
Thanks
right.
for hanging out. Thanks for
Yeah,
thanks for the
awesome.
follow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being in the
Please
chat.
come back next weekend.
Indeed,
Yeah.
we do this every Saturday.
Come hang with us anytime you please.
At about the same time.
All right, have the best day. Enjoy
Roughly,
your Spooktober.
ding the bell.
There you go.
Ding
so
that
you know
bell.
when we go live.
But you're absolutely correct, man. Like,
We're getting
you know,
better at this.
but you're right. Like, but we all know how EA works, right? And they're a
Right.
very greedy little company, and you know,
they don't just want some of the money.
right? They want all of it,
Want
you
all
know,
of it.
and everybody wants all of. It's Disney
Yeah.
the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they have been actually tossing around the idea of just changing the name of their soccer franchise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because then what happens now? You have to go to the individual teams, lobby the individual teams to gain rights to their players,
Yeah.
etc. So it's more legwork, you know.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you can still have the same product.
You know what I
However-
think they should call it?
What?
Soccer.
Soccer?
EA soccer?
Yeah.
Just EA soccer.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would definitely work. Here's the issue: is that
Oh, and then football
FIFA,
over-
Yeah,
over the
straight
punch.
straight to the
FIFA
point.
has
Yeah.
become a household. It's like Madden.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
become a household,
right.
name.
Household name.
So once that brand,
They're
it's
not
like, it's
looking
like
for
Krispy
a
Kreme.
soccer game.
It's like Krispy Kreme,
Yeah,
right?
man. Uh-huh.
Krispy Kreme's career was looking great when he was Krispy Kreme, and then Krispy Kreme Donuts was like, and then he changed the name to Froggy Fresh. All of a sudden,
Nobody cares about Froggy
nobody
Fresh.
cares about Froggy Fresh, bro. Nobody cares
What's
about.
a Froggy Fresh?
I
I've
don't-
never
he-
had one of
He
those.
let people vote on it, man. He was like, he was
That
going
was
to call
bad.
himself one thing or Froggy
See?
Fresh, and they voted on Froggy Fresh, and he said, okay.
Nah, man.
Nah, man. Nah, man.
See, that's why you shouldn't put that
he
shit
should
to
have
a
changed
vote.
it to
For
C's.
real.
He just
To
should've
see,
changed
C's?
yeah,
Krispy
or crisp cream.
Yeah,
They
man.
would have called him crispy anyway.
They would have.
You know.
What if it
Senor
was?
Crisp.
What if he just changed it to Crispy?
Yeah,
Crispy,
or
yeah.
just call himself crispy.
Just Crispy.
That's it.
Crispy
go.
would have been good.
Somebody need to have that
Yeah.
conversation with that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you can still be crispy though, bro.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
can't be cream.
That's right.
You know, you can still put that in a rap. You just
Right.
can't be your name. You know,
Right.
the same thing happened with Santa
Yeah.
Gold. She had to change her name from Santigold to or Santo Gold to Santigold because Santo Gold is also a diamond company. And so when she started getting a lot of traction, had to change her name. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, the things that people are searching for don't work anymore. Branding, bro.
Yeah.
And
Or
so
like how Ghostface calls himself Tony Stark.
Tony Starks. Yeah, Tony Starks.
Right.
Yeah, dude, on it. And so I mean, if they did change the name of FIFA, I think that it would damage them a little bit, but it's not irrecoverable.
Right.
You know, like people over time would be like, oh, well, you know, Bob, EA Soccer.
Yeah.
They're fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
would only take a generation for them to figure it out. Or
Exactly.
a game.
A gaming
a
yeah.
game or two. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it take
You know?
a year, 2
Yeah.
years.
Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, that's big shit.
Yeah.
That
dude,
is
that's
huge. That's huge landscape altering stuff. So, yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
What's up with this?
Comes out
What's
on the
happening
26th.
now?
Yeah. See, I thought it was out already. That's really the reason I threw it up there. I thought it was launched. It had already launched.
So this is fake news.
Yeah, it's fake news.
Yeah.
Fake news.
We cover all kinds of news.
Even the fake news.
Even
the
the
facts,
fake-
the factual news,
That's right.
the fake news.
Well, it's
Hey.
it's coming out, and there's a raccoon in it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
I think the game looks pretty cool. Like as long as they
does.
can settle on a gameplay type, you know, it seems like they're kind of scattershot in here, and that could go either way.
True.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that it has the presentation looks great. You
It
know,
looks good.
Yeah.
and so I'm
Drax
curious.
looks a little weird to me.
He do,
Not bad, just different.
yeah,
You know?
he do, and I expect a lot of callbacks to the films and everything. Which is
Hopefully, you
okay.
can get film skins. That'd be nice.
Right,
I don't see
right.
any reason why they wouldn't do that.
Well, yeah, that's licensing.
well,
That's
I was about
money.
to say,
Likeness of,
yeah,
like,
If they
you're
make
not
enough
even
money,
going
though.
through.
yeah, but we're talking about on the front end, right? So-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And would
yeah,
you
I see
really
what you're
want
saying, yeah.
that? Because I mean, look,
So-
what
I mean,
happens
yeah.
is if it's popular, if it becomes popular, then all of a sudden Disney's going to be like, well, we were right to begin with, and we need to just have the actors in this Marvel Cinematic Universe game. And it's like,
I see what
I
you're
would
saying.
prefer to get as far away from that
I
as
guess
possible.
I'm thinking
Right.
like
for
Mortal
a
Kombat.
while.
You know what I
Right,
mean? Like
yeah.
where, you know, like let's say maybe the Game of the Year edition of Guardians comes out, and then it's like you can get movie skins, and we got all the actors to do voiceovers.
Yeah.
So for, I guess that wouldn't work because there's way
I
too much
want
voice
to get
work.
as
There's way
far
too much voice
away
work.
from right.
Yeah.
Like
We do-
logistically, it doesn't make
That doesn't
sense.
make sense.
I
You're
would-
right.
I-
You're right about
I think
that.
I
Yeah.
would rather have like
comic book skins?
like yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah, there you
original
go.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
comic book skins,
Absolutely.
stuff like that, and
That'd
different
be dope.
costumes, kind of like what they did with
Spider-Man?
With Spider-Man.
Yes,
Yes,
man.
yeah,
dude.
God, dude,
Uh-huh.
I was so addicted to collecting those costumes.
Hell yeah,
just
you
'cause they
were.
were so sick.
Yeah.
You know, and then
I
some
keep
of them
thinking
had
about
special
going
attacks.
back to that. I'm eventually going to get Miles
Oh, me too.
Morales, you know,
Yeah.
Oh,
because I didn't beat the first one.
Wait, I can let you borrow Miles.
Do you have a physical?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You still got Sackboy? Don't you have that physical?
Of course I do.
It's physical though, right?
Yeah.
Man. Okay, I might have to borrow that from
No,
you.
you're not, because I want to play with you.
I'll share play.
I'll
There you
share
go.
play it with you.
Share play.
We can share play Sackboy tonight.
Look, you guys
Hey.
can share play with each other.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, Dad. All right.
Share your Sackboy.
Share your Shack boy.
Okay, so this next one is not fake news.
No,
You're right.
So
it's just weird.
it is very odd.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so Capcom has partnered with the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and they have decided to do a Street Fighter V crossover. Very, it's weird. It's just a weird
With
angle.
some ugly ass costumes.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
are
but
ugly
and it's
costumes.
only with Ryu and Chun Li, so they
That's
both
so
have
weird.
And
pink
it's-
costumes,
I
which
guess
is
it's
cool.
for a good cause,
Ryu
so,
has
yeah.
these ribbons all over him. And
Yeah.
it's odd. The trailer is very odd. You know, because
I
they try to
haven't
use.
seen them in motion. I did
I can't
see
even
a
believe
still
Dan isn't
picture.
represented.
That's funny.
Yeah, for
He's
real.
been wearing pink the whole
He's
time.
been wearing
you
pink
know?
this
The
whole
whole
fucking
time.
time.
Yeah.
dude.
Right.
Dude.
That,
Yeah.
right. I feel like it would have been stronger had they added like a pink costume for everyone. You know, that would have been
Yeah,
kind of lit.
something, yeah.
But if you watch the trailer, it's like they actually use voice clips from the game, and Ryu ain't got much to say about breast cancer. He doesn't. I don't think he considers it. I don't think he ever thinks about it.
Doesn't have an opinion. Or,
Walk
Yeah.
over there to it, but that's
You know?
about it.
Yeah, for real, man. And Chun Li's been trying to get people to not look at her boobs and thighs
This whole time.
This whole time. So I'm sure she's not like, we need to talk about this,
you
guys.
know.
And so they do. They use voice clips, and then she's like, Chun Li's like, I just want to find a way to help, and then Ryu's like, yeah, you know, and it's like wow, guys, this is like a weird angle, you know,
That's
like,
yeah.
you know, hopefully it works. Hopefully they raise a lot of money.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good on them.
Yeah, I think 50%
Those
of
are
all the
some.
money that they raise is going to the research foundation. So that's
Okay. Okay.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Well,
a big deal.
Good on them. Those are some
No, they-
ugly fucking
They're
costumes.
They're bad.
ugly.
They're
They're
bad.
real bad.
Yeah, they're
But
not
whatever.
cute.
I think they should have leaned into the boobs and put like Rufus in there.
Oh wow, put him in like a bra, you know? Yeah, people be offended real quick.
They would.
Hey, I mean, I would think it was genius.
Yeah, right,
that
right.
would encourage me to play more Rufus.
Yeah.
You know,
I like.
you know,
I
it's a
liked
mind
Rufus
game at
alright.
that point. Yeah, I mean, he's a good character.
He was kind of a knock on Bob too, right?
right,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, which Bob would
Bob-
whoop Rufus's ass. Bob is a
Bob's a
bad man.
beast.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
Bob is a monster.
I actually really dig on Bob.
yeah,
dude.
man, good stuff. And so, yeah, explain this to me.
Yeah,
Best
what?
Buy Total Tech.
Oh,
What?
Okay. So this
What
is
is
this
this?
is some fucked up shit. Best Buy has decided that if you want to buy a PlayStation 5, you have to. There is no other way to do it than to join their Total Tech program, which costs $200. Okay. Now, I will say,
Wait.
if you're someone who buys a bunch of stuff at Best Buy, the $200 is actually worth it.
Wait.
But
Okay.
just to be able to purchase a PlayStation 5 at all, and I'm not even sure if that's Xbox. I think it's just PS5.
Just PS5.
You have to fucking spend this $200 up front to even have the option.
and then a PS5 is what, like 5?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
4
4
or
or
5?
5.
Yeah,
Okay.
depending on disc system.
So you're looking at least, you know,
Right.
Especially because they're
At
still going
least
to try to sell you
$7
on an
yeah.
extended warranty. They're still going to try to sell
this
you.
immediately gives you the extended warranty.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that's
So
that's
the thing,
part of it.
right? So that's part of it. The Total Tech program has like any Apple devices you buy, you immediately get Apple Care on. That's actually very worth it. So
Yeah.
so because I
Yeah,
mean,
unless you're an Android user.
well, sure, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like
200's a big number. dude.
200. That's
Yeah.
how much Apple Care costs baseline.
that-
though.
is-
That's my point.
Okay.
Is that if you were to buy like an iPhone and go get Apple Care, it already cost you $200 fucking bucks.
Okay.
So if
But is
if,
it $200? It's $200 a year, or just a straight?
No, there's
200?
no way. There's no way that
But-
it's annual.
you get everything with this.
Right,
So
right.
anything that you buy, you immediately
I mean,
get
but
the
that
warranty.
like
on.
like
But
as
yes,
a,
I
as
do
a
think
company,
it's $200 a year. Yes, I do
A
think
year?
it is. Yes,
That's
I think
Wow.
that's
absolutely not.
Yes.
People wouldn't even buy the PS5s. Either that or they just default them that $200 a year payment and be like, okay, screw you, I'm not paying you.
Yeah, I got
You know,
my.
you
I
can't
got what I
force
wanted.
people to. Yeah, you can't make people
they even
pay.
have like a clause in it because you're able to
Yeah, you can sue.
reverse the program within 60 days or something, right? They even have a clause in there that says like you basically if you join and then buy a PS5, then now you can't reverse your payment after the 60 days. So yeah.
So they lock you into a year.
They're locking you in. Yeah.
But they can't lock you in permanently. They can lock you into it for a year.
They can make you pay
after
that
you
one.
paid. Yeah, but after that,
Uh-huh.
they can't make you pay any recurring fees.
Yeah, but if you want a PS5 through Best Buy, you have to spend $200 up front to do it.
Rough.
Oh, it's
man.
bad. It's bad.
That's,
it's bad.
That sounds really bad for their bottom line.
Unless you buy a shit ton of stuff at Best Buy, this isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you plan on buying, like for instance, let's just say I need a new phone, I need a new laptop, a new TV, and I want a PS5. Spending the $200, getting your PS5, getting your other stuff, and having the warranties on everything. And that's actually not too bad of a deal. But unless you're trying to do all of this fucking tech upgrade stuff, they are raking you over the coals.
I'm thinking about
absolutely.
the people who've been like saving up for
With
this,
rakes.
or when we're talking about
Looks like you didn't
definitely with
save enough.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like like a kid who actually saved up their money. They've been mowing lawns and raking leaves,
Right.
and now
Go
they have
up to
enough
Best
for
Buy.
this.
Saved up to get my
Mama said,
N64.
I'll meet you. You make half of it.
Didn't even fold the
Oh.
money correct. It's
No,
just
you
all
just-
crumpled
this
up.
many.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
I'm
know.
gonna break
and
my
you're like,
piggy bank on your counter.
Right, for real. And they're like, nah, son, you 200 shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, and you're also not 18, so you can't even sign up for this. So
right.
fuck off, kid. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
They're gonna have to. No, that's not gonna fly. That's not
No.
gonna work.
No, it's
No.
already
No, wait.
pissing people off. Dude.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, they're
should.
never reneged
As
on
it
that.
should.
They're gonna have to.
But these limited sales that they have right now, because I mean they only have so many that and like I understand they're trying to figure out some way to make it
to maximize their profit.
I don't think that the bundles at GameStop's a big deal.
It's not.
Because it's stuff you're probably going to get. Another
Exactly.
controller,
Anyway,
And they're not like
Sony
third
charger.
party things. They're
Exactly.
all
Yeah,
first
yeah.
party.
Right.
Yeah, maybe a Pulse headset, maybe the camera, maybe that stuff.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. It might be more than you want to spend, but there is this other stuff. And worst case scenario,
And you
you
could
could
sell it.
just sell the stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, but with this, no, this
Right.
is a big barrier to entry that most people.
And it benefits no one but Best Buy.
And I don't think you can buy multiple PS5s either.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna limit.
Well,
it to
yeah,
one
I
per-
mean, I
one
think
per
that's
customer.
like kind
Maybe two.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know.
I think it's
probably
been
gonna be
limited
one
to
now.
one.
Yeah.
It has been this entire time. I hate everything about what we just talked about.
Yeah, it's kind of.
And it's funny because that does segue straight into the Nintendo's
something
online
that
price as well.
I hate.
Bro, well, I mean, I hate it too. That's just bad business practice.
Yeah, we were talking about this. So Nintendo is releasing a expansion pack, they call it, for the NSO, for the Nintendo Online, which expands it to.
It expands the memory to 8 megabytes.
Shit. Yeah, right. If only. But no, basically, mostly all you're getting with this expansion is the ability to play N64 games and Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
They're not really. It doesn't seem like they're really upgrading any of the actual online functions, like being able to play. Which again,
voice chat,
which
we get.
Yeah, and they're but along with the N64 with this expansion pack, you're also getting the DLC for Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Like you're getting that. They're just throwing that in.
that's
Which
I don't
That's
give a
very
shit.
specific.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't play Animal Crossing. No,
Yeah.
thank you. Not my cup of tea. I know people like it, but whatever.
Yo, good to
Anyways.
see you, man.
It's all right. I have demons too.
Yeah,
Or one demon.
you have one. So hold on, let me. But we were talking about this a couple weeks back when they announced it, and
Well, it was funny that they didn't mention pricing at
They
that time.
didn't mention pricing at
That
the
lets
time.
you know how bad it's about to be.
because everybody was just like, sweet, N64 finally, and then we
Yay,
also
win back.
Yay, win,
Yay, win back.
Exactly.
Ugh.
And but they did not introduce pricing. So here's. So here's the pricing. So normal NSO is about $20 a year. Not bad. Not bad.
It was
even.
Oh, it was 20.
It was 20.
Oh, this is really
Bro,
bad.
that's
Oh,
what-
it's so
yes,
bad.
man.
So
Nintendo, man.
now, if you want the expansion pack,
It's
you are
an
going
extra.
to be paying $49.99, so $50 a year
on top of the
and-
20.
No,
it's going to be $50.
It's just 50
but
flat.
that's for one account.
But that's for one. So for a family plan,
That's
you
up
were
to 8
originally
users.
playing. This is where the shit is right here. You were originally paying $34.99, and they're about to bump that shit up. If you want Nintendo 64,
And
which
Genesis games.
a lot of people do, if you want to go for a family plan, you're going to be paying $79.99. $80 a year.
Yeah.
Like,
So
And,
can
and
I
it's
suggest-
funny
this is
because,
just
like, I mean, that
gross.
does afford you
This is
access
just
to up
gross.
to 8 accounts, having access to the
Eight's
service.
a lot.
Right,
It's fair.
Yeah.
And it might be, and for a family plan, that might be, the way to go. But
Yeah,
the
but how
thing
many
that-
Switches do you have in your house?
Exactly.
I
There's
have
that.
one,
There's that.
and
Well,
I don't
well,
play with
but
nobody
that's the thing.
online.
That's the thing.
The only thing that I care about this online service for is the games that I'm getting. The NES,
What
the
online
SNES.
games,
Nah,
What
but I
online
don't
games?
play
But-
on. Yeah, but
but
I don't.
the issue
I don't play
is-
Smash. I'll get on Mario Kart 8 every once in a while and,
Yeah.
race some randos. But whatever. Other than that, man, I don't
Does
get
it droop?
online.
Is that the thing? Is it droops?
Yeah.
You got it.
And I
We got it.
mean,
over time it droops down.
I'm happy with
It's
the
fine.
cloud saves
what it is.
function because then if my system craps out, at least I have, my save shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing that I personally want out of this service are the games, are the shit that we not getting a virtual console for, and I was really hype about getting some, oh great, I can play some N64 shit,
Win back.
Yeah, exactly, win back.
And of course, they're
And-
supposed
and
to add more games, but
they're
at
gonna
launch,
trickle down the
they're
game.
Very
It's
few.
very few
They're
and far
very
between, and it's
Well,
not even really
But,
a lot
but
of the
also,
ones that I
can
care
you
about.
play these fucking games without the N64 controller? Because I mean, think about some of these games.
Yeah,
you
you can.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
It's possible.
I mean, yeah, but
All you needed was an analog stick and a trigger. So I mean, that's
Yeah, I guess
you can
you're right.
remap
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
You can remap it.
They can map. They
I've
can map
always
that
had
out.
trouble with any controller making it work on a emulator and making it feel right. Like it feels
Well,
like every game
Because
you
no
have
controllers
Right.
have a dick.
to. Yeah, that's right.
That was the only controller that came.
So
Stop with the dick.
Stop
So
with
would
the
you
dick.
spend
Yeah.
$50 to get that dick though? That's the problem.
No.
Is it? It's
No,
it's,
absolutely
you know,
It's been $50
I'm,
to get any
I'm
dick.
not getting the new controller. Fuck that. No.
I do think that it's
Hell no.
it's a cool idea here because this is what came to me. All right, like if you don't want to spend that $80, you should go spend $50 on a Raspberry Pi, and then you should
Just-
Right.
and then you
Just
should just,
download all those
And
games.
then you can
Hey,
play
man.
every
Emulated.
N64 game.
Yeah, you
Right.
can.
All of them.
and
Well-
you could even get the official N64
and
controller
then-
and use
you
it
could-
wirelessly.
Well, and then you could, do things other than N64,
Look, man,
like
also-
the-
GameCube
Get your
or
dicks.
The
Wii.
people-
And that's the thing is like, okay, so here's what this is the discussion, and
Scott's
I,
heated on this one.
That's
I
it.
am
That's
not.
cool.
I am not
That's cool.
okay with this.
No.
I'm probably still gonna do it, but I'm not okay with it. But what happens when they do release, like, Game Boy Advance? Here's the DS library.
Oh,
here's
it's gonna
some
go up.
here's some GameCube.
Mhm.
Oh, we're finally
Dude,
getting some.
GameCube's gonna make it $100 a year. What are you
Yeah,
talking
I
about?
mean, we're looking at. They're just gonna keep raising the price on this service that the only reason people were okay with it before was because it was cheap.
Yeah.
I think what's
Now
going to happen is
they're
going to be
go-
like Amazon Prime, where
Yeah.
it'll be like, even after you pay for this service, you only get access to a few things for free.
Right.
But then here are these other things that you have to pay maybe $4 to have access to, or
Right.
$6. I think instead of like hiking up the overall price,
should
of it
a la
right
carte it.
now,
A la carte it.
that's what I feel like that's what they're probably going to end up doing, because it's causing a lot of backlash, and the people that I
Absolutely.
really worry about the most, Scott, are families, because I mean that's the
Right.
thing. The whole reason for the family plan is so that if you have, mom likes to play on the Switch sometimes, all the kids like to play on the Switch, but they all
Right.
want their own profiles,
Yeah.
Right.
in order to enable them to have access to all these things.
You're gonna have to go with
You're
that
out
family.
80 a year.
Right,
You're
exactly.
out just like right
and
there.
it's
right?
one thing to go in on a family plan. Say you're in a household,
Mm-hmm.
like renting with a couple friends. You say, hey man, you toss me X amount of money per year for this service that we all get on.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, I mean, a lot of this is like going to be families. It's going to be parents that don't have that luxury of being like, hey,
Exactly.
hey, little Timmy,
let's-
why don't you toss me $10? Why don't you break your piggy?
Let me see that piggy bank,
Let
Jimmy.
me see that piggy bank. Hey,
the cork
it's
out.
NSO time.
So I'd like
You
to
know?
compare it to, like, for instance, with Game Pass, right? So right now with Game Pass, you got the VCR, right? The base bone.
Yeah.
Mom's got a VCR base bone too, and then I have an Xbox One X, and then I have my PC. And my account for Game Pass is on all 4 of these devices, and you can sign into your own account and not affect my shit and still play my Game Pass games as long as we're not playing the same game. So for 4 accounts without a problem across, I guess, 3 different consoles, that's the easy way to put it, right? And then a PC. There's no problem at all, but it's also $15 a month. Right,
But, I mean,
but
yeah,
you're getting
but
premium fucking games.
I mean, yeah,
the
but
day they come out.
comparing the two isn't really that fair.
It's really not.
Only because, like, you know, of course, Microsoft's getting money from so many different directions that it doesn't matter. They're going to be
Do you
making
think
their money.
Switch would be putting these brand new games on a service eventually? Do you think they're going to get to that point where they'll do the same kind of
I
Game
think
Pass
because
thing?
you have to go through Nintendo in order to get access to any of this shit. They gatekeep their software so hard.
Oh, yeah.
That they know it and they're aware of it, and that's why we're getting slapped in the face with this
Absolutely.
kind of stuff.
Because they know people will buy.
Exactly.
Will pay for.
I think that they've become
Yeah.
a pretty shitty business. Like, to tell
Yeah.
you the truth,
Yeah.
like, and this is a business that I've loved since I was a child,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
But
But
now I feel like they're just preying.
they're riding high right now.
Right.
You know, they know they can get away with it. That's the thing.
And people will pay
And
for
people
it.
will pay for it. Like I said, man, I might not do it as soon as it launches, but
you're gonna do it.
I'm probably gonna end up doing it. Now I might wait until those games start,
Well,
finish trickling out.
If you have to, okay.
If I have, only
Just
if I have to.
play
because,
Musha. That's
Well,
all.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
So it would be one of those.
Play
It's just
Musha
like,
for me.
I'll get it just to play Musha, and then as soon as I'm done with Musha, just be like, all right, let's go back to that 20.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, man. It's like there's so many
Well,
good
they lock you in
new
annually, right?
games.
Yeah, they
coming.
do.
You're locked in for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're locked. I mean, you're
Yeah.
locked in for a year,
Uh-huh.
but you can swap back and forth. I'm sure.
I mean,
There's so many of
after
these
a
services
year.
after a
year.
while.
But yeah,
you know, I mean, but
whatever.
that's
If
by
I'm
that
paying
point,
that money, I might as well get a year's
shit,
worth.
They're banking on you forgetting.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's
know?
what it is. That's what it is. Well, and that brings me back to my original point. It's just like the only reason that people were okay with the lackluster service that they're actually providing with this service was because it's like, man, it's $20 a year. Fuck it, I toss $20 to whatever so I can play
Waste
some games.
$20 a week on beer.
You know,
but they're
at
boiling the
least-
frog right now.
They're
That's the thing, man.
yeah, and
Yeah.
people are not happy about it, man. And
Not happy about $50 3-button Genesis controllers either.
Right.
Like the
Fuck
N64
that.
one, seriously, it's too much for an N64 controller.
Absolutely.
But
Totally.
for a wireless N64 controller, if you're really into
It's
it,
just
if you're playing it
nostalgia,
on
man.
your PC,
Right.
that's a wonderful emulator controller.
Right.
That's probably the best N64 emulator controller you could ever get. Period.
Well, those
ever.
games were designed with that
thing in mind.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so in that one regard, if you got emulator power going on, it might be worth the $50 for you if you're just super into GoldenEye.
N64, right.
Or
Yeah,
something, you know what I
right,
mean?
exactly.
I gotta play
Perfect
Turok
dark.
2 with a
Yeah.
fucking N64.
Well, I mean, I will say Turok did have the
Right.
what was that thing called? The cerebral bore.
Oh, dude, yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that was
Dig
lit.
into them.
Gray matter just spewing out of it the
so
entire time.
good.
Yeah, I was with that.
Yeah, boy.
Everybody
With
was trying to make whack weapons back then.
Oh yeah,
I loved it.
Oh yeah,
I loved all of it.
That was a good time, man.
But yeah, whatever.
That,
So
that-
speaking
that
of more,
that's pretty bad.
Disappointed.
Yeah, dude, they're just gouging. You know.
Yeah.
So,
see what
so more odd business decisions.
Yeah, the fuck?
There are
Wizards?
Wizards
Excuse
of the
me,
Coast
Wizards.
is going crazy. I
They've
just
lost their damn minds.
I just
they
found
just
this
going
out.
crazy.
I just found this out from reading this thing, but there were Walking Dead Magic the Gathering cards.
Now, okay,
Really?
so
Okay,
these aren't like completely different rule sets. They're just cards that you can put into your deck and You got to tap 3 lands and an island.
It seemed
to
like
summon Rick Grimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what's happening here?
Seems to be the case. Yeah.
You know, like,
So
I'm not sure whether they're just
change my resources.
They're putting out Stranger Things Magic the Gathering set, as well as
Street Fighter,
Street
Fortnite,
Fighter.
Lord of the Rings, and Warhammer.
Are we changing our lands? That's what I want to know. If they're actually changing the lands and everything,
Gotta have a green
and
dojo for Street Fighter.
and retheming the entire game.
Yeah.
Then I could see this actually being interesting.
No,
because the
they're
Magic
just
the
plopping
Gathering
it in the middle of Magic the Gathering, dude.
See,
that's the thing.
not-
yeah, they're just
I'm not
plopping it right in there.
doing that.
because
Do you guys know about Commander?
Yeah.
yes,
So it seems to be that these are Commander decks, or
Okay.
at least the Stranger Things one. That's what they were talking about, is that it's a
Uh-huh.
Commander deck. It makes a little bit more sense in the Commander aspect because Commander works as like a boss battle, and
Right,
everybody's
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
fight
yeah.
against it. But in any other way, it just doesn't. It seems foreign to me. It seems
Yeah.
like you're trying to,
And I mean, it's not like
But
we've played
the
Magic
problem-
in so long. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's been
still
forever.
collect the cards every
Yeah.
once in a while. If I got an extra $5 or $6, I'll go buy a booster.
But are you
pack,
going to
but-
buy it so that you can get a hopper?
Hell no.
but
And
I was
an
about to
L
say,
card?
like, who
You
do
know?
you want? You just want
Yeah.
Demogorgon and L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Well, I guess
Elle and Hopper are in it. And that's the only two that I actually saw
would
that
take
are
a Hopper
named
card.
stuff. Yeah.
What does he do, bitch? Like he complains at you.
Pretty much.
You know,
Tattoo to
he
bitch.
tells you to.
The morning is for coffee and contemplation.
Yeah, exactly. He tells you 4 inches.
You
Keep
know
the door
what?
open 4 inches
right.
at all
I'm gonna
times.
see. I'm gonna see
Tap
right
2
here.
for 4-inch doors.
Here,
Yeah,
because I got
I'm
them pulled
very-
up right now. Let's see.
I'm very curious.
Hopper has Menace, which I don't know what that is. Whenever
Was he
Chief,
just grimace at you?
yeah, that's it. He looks grimacy in this. Whenever Chief Jim Hopper attacks, investigate once for each non-token attacking creature.
Investigate one. So it sounds like they did
Friends
change
Forever.
the.
They added some mechanics. Yeah.
yeah.
But,
it sounds
but
like
Jim
sounds like-
Hopper is a 1 red, 1 white, and 2 colorless mana to summon. So yes, it's just regular
red
ass
and white.
lands.
Exactly.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, but does it show the mountain icon for red?
Yeah, well, it's got the fire, like it's the regular
Yeah,
ass.
it's the little swoopy.
Yeah,
Right, little
and
swoop,
then
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Elle's a 3-color mage, so she's red, black, blue.
Is black
Oh.
a skull
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
and blue is a drop?
Mm-hmm. Your maximum hand size is 11. Ha ha ha. That's terrible. Whenever 11, I'm done.
Put that away.
I
Put
want to
that
know
away.
about these lands, man. I'm not playing.
It's the same ass
It's the
lands.
same- yeah,
it's the
I
same
think-
ass
yeah.
lands.
Menace has to
Yeah.
be blocked by 2 creatures.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank
You
you.
got to hold them back.
See,
Gotta
they
hold
still
'em
play
down.
Magic, so
Right.
like,
Dude,
we don't.
I
Damn.
love, well, and that's
I'd
what I
love
was.
to get back
Yeah.
into a couple of games.
Well, that's
man.
what that's
don't
what I
like
was.
the-
That's what I was attempting to say. Like, if they
Yeah, that's the
did,
thing.
if they did, like, just re-skin the entirety of the game, because the core mechanics of Magic are awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
And so you could call things different things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can call
You could use those
like,
basic
but then it would be
mechanics,
something
but
different.
It would be
or-
exclusive at that point, though, right? It'd be
Right.
its own.
It'd be
its
right,
own thing.
exactly. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to really intermingle with like a green, a red dragon, or.
But this is the problem that I have with Magic, is that Magic's gotten to this point where they push you forward all the time.
Right.
Because it used to be, oh yeah, whatever. You can make decks, you can enter tournaments, you can do whatever the fuck you want, you know?
Right.
Now it's like, oh, you don't have the current,
this
you
edition.
don't have
then-
this one right
right.
now? No, sorry.
because you don't have
Yeah.
a lot of the abilities that you're going to have
Yeah.
access to, and so
Yeah.
that's an interesting idea, guys. And I wonder how they're going to sell. I feel like a lot of people get this stuff for collector's purposes.
gonna sit
Yeah,
on
not
shelves,
really
man.
just
that's
to
how
play
I'm.
with them.
That's how I'm feeling with it.
It's
Because
gonna
like
sit
my
on a shelf.
brother-in-law, like legitimately,
Mhm.
every time a new set comes out, he goes and he just buys.
Right,
It.
especially if they
Yeah.
fuck up and fuck around and put it like a big ass box, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
for like Stranger Things
Yep.
or whatever, and then you get a little play mat with
Yep.
it or whatever.
Yeah.
People will definitely
See
buy that.
now. Playmats.
Now,
Now, that one would sell me. You know
I'm
what
telling
saying?
you, I'm sure there'll be a pack.
Yeah,
There's
like,
they're gonna
there's gotta be.
definitely
Remember
have a big box
what is
set.
that end of the second season when it has the giant fucking thing over
Yeah.
the top of the high school?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah. Like that,
if
I
you
want
had
that card.
as a
Oh,
playmat.
that'd be sick.
That's what I'm
That would be
saying.
cool.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Ooh,
That'd
you
be
know?
really good. Yeah, whatever. I forgot what the
I'm
thing's
good
called.
on that.
You know,
A big Street Fighter one with a
with an Akuma.
Oh, see, I was thinking it was just
Gil?
all of M Bison A
Psycho
Crusher
Crusher?
across the whole playmat. He's Psycho Crushing across.
For real. I would love just M. Bison sitting there just smiling.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just like,
absolutely. Just looking like a
It was
boss.
just a
Right.
Tuesday.
That's right. That's right. For me,
did you see a price on any of these?
Nope.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what? Fuck it.
Nah,
Who cares?
who cares?
They
Maybe
probably
like $10.
cost just as much as what other Commander packs cost. Which,
Probably.
yeah, I don't know, 10, 20. I don't even know what any of this shit costs.
I haven't
It's probably a
priced
$50 pack for all I fucking know.
Shit.
Right.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
No. So, yeah.
Prop night.
Prop. What?
Prop
What's
night. Okay, hey,
you were
Moth
saying,
and Wolf, are y'all peeping out Prop Night? Like, because I mean, it's an asymmetrical,
Yep.
multiplayer game.
Horror multiplayer game.
Yeah, right. And
you
so
were saying it's like
Dead by
Dead by
Daylight.
Daylight
Yeah.
for kids.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
Arlstein, Dead by
I-
Daylight.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
that's
yeah.
a comparison that they made. That
Yeah.
that like R.L. Stine had his two major series. You
Yeah.
had Fear Street and then Goosebumps.
Yeah.
And this is more akin to Goosebumps, whereas Fear Street would be more akin to
Dead by Daylight.
Ah, I
with,
gotcha.
with the gore aspect
Yeah.
of
Yep.
it all.
Yep.
But the coolest thing about it, did you actually look at the mechanics? I think it's kind of interesting. It seems like highly imbalanced.
Yeah.
But it's like the way the game works is, of course, you have the villain that's running around trying to find all these kids and murder them, and the game actually looks really, really pretty.
Yeah.
And the kids have to interact with these different items, these different props, in order to escape the killer. But in this game, they can actually, it's a hybrid of that asymmetrical horror and prop game. So whatever item you see in the world, you can mimic. So if you see
Yep.
like a bottle on the ground, you can mimic that and become a bottle and roll off somewhere and put yourself like under a table.
That barrel of hay.
Yeah, that barrel of hay. Yeah, right. And so if you're a bundle of hay, you want to stack yourself on top of another bundle of hay so that they just move right on past you, right, dude? And so like it seems like it'd be so
interesting.
It's
Yeah.
weird, man. It's a weird
interesting.
angle.
Yeah.
It's like it forces whoever's stalking everyone to pretty much memorize the entire map. To know
Yeah.
how it's supposed to
Or
look.
just go around and interact with everything.
There's
Right.
an extra,
Right.
extra.
You find a
lettuce
bunch
over
of
here.
bottles. I'm just
for
gonna
real,
sit
dude. It's like,
and
why
drink
is there another
bottles
pumpkin?
all day.
You know, you go
Interesting.
link on them, just
Yeah,
start breaking pots,
fucking
start breaking every pot. Dude, what if they did? What if they did put Link in there as a villain?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
You know, yeah.
Wreck your shit.
Excuse
Absolutely.
me, princess.
Oh man,
that Link.
that
Nah, man.
Link. Uh huh.
I'm thinking Kid Link.
Oh.
Oh man, I'm thinking Link from The Legend of Neil. Did y'all ever watch The Legend of Neil?
No.
Dude, y'all should definitely watch The Legend of Neil. Dude, it's great. It's about this guy named Neil, and he was playing
What a
Legend
twist.
of Zelda, and he asphyxiated himself with a controller. He was masturbating to the princess because she was kind of hot. That's actually part of the intro theme. And then he
Wow.
choked himself with a controller, and it kind of somehow transported him into the game.
Oh.
Felicia Day is in it. She plays a very perverted fairy.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
Hey, all them Zelda fairies are perverted.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, like, but she's on another level. Yeah, dude. She's
She
just
puts
like,
the other ones to shame.
Yeah, I mean, it gets.
They don't even want to hang out with this one.
Yeah, I think that's one of the lines, and there's one episode that's the musical, and I think one of her lines is about wanting to be. She's like, cuddles and kisses and violet trees. Swimming some laps in a pool of link seed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So she's that level of just
okay.
like, yeah, to the point that he's just like, like, come on. Like, you get, I don't want to, I want to deal with this fairy, man. Get
That's
away from me.
nasty.
Yeah, she nasty. And so, but check out Legend of Neil. It was I think it was on like E-Bombs World way back in the day.
Oh, okay.
But there
Alright.
is, I think it's like 8 or 9 episodes, and it's so
Wow.
worth your time.
I'm surprised I didn't see that.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
we had talked about it before, but yeah, definitely check
not,
out the
yeah.
Legend of Neil. Neil, you should watch the Legend of Neil. You need to know about your legend, and then Coda, you need to know what you've married. So, yeah.
Look what you did.
Look what you.
No. Anyways, so Scream remake.
Scream remake.
God.
Why?
What? Yeah.
God,
Why?
man.
That's all I thought immediately.
Because I mean,
Why?
was Scream ever actually good?
The first one was okay.
I mean,
The first one had I mean, for the time when
For
it
the
came
time.
out,
I
it
guess
was like,
yeah.
oh, hey,
I
Scream,
mean, for
yeah.
bubblegum horror, if you want, like, you
Yeah.
know, that
I
just
guess.
like, hey, this is family friendly horror, man. We're
Yeah.
gonna go and
I guess
go
it
date
did kind
night
of
movie.
revitalize the slasher genre in a lot of ways. But
Except for you can just shoot Ghostface in the face and just call it
True.
a day, right?
Yeah.
You can cash out.
Yeah, but
you
there
know?
aren't there two
His name is
Ghostface?
Ghostface.
Right,
Ghostface.
it is a Ghostface. And
What if
they're,
Ghostface was Ghostface?
Oh,
There you go.
Tony Starks.
Tony
You
Starks.
can't do none by
That's
Tony
right.
Starks. You're on your own. You know, but my problem is that they have, actors from the original Scream series that are
Yeah.
coaching this current generation as to what they should do. How come they never said all you gotta do is sit in your living room with a shotgun? All right, shotgun, flashlight with strobe effect, you're good to go.
That's
you
right.
know, like they never tell them that. They're just like, okay, no, we gotta take the fight to them. I was like, we don't know where they are.
Yeah.
What if you did like a Scream and Home Alone crossover?
Oh,
Kevin
no.
McAllister would work.
he'd
them.
fuck him up.
He'd
Dude,
fuck him
yeah.
up. Absolutely.
Ghostface wouldn't
Uh-uh.
even get past the fucking door, dude. He'd be fucked up on the stoop.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, really, Home Alone probably could have turned into a Scream situation
Yeah.
if Kevin wasn't the main character. But
Yeah.
Kevin was the main character, so it never got there. It became a comedy. You
Yeah.
know?
Because Kevin knows what's going on.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can't do anything.
I
with
mean, he
Kevin
sets that
McAllister.
man's head on fire.
Bro,
Yes.
He's
God,
heartless.
I
Kevin is ruthless.
He is ruthless,
man.
sir.
He's a goddamn murderer. He shot the man with a fucking staple gun.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Mhm.
he's a murderer.
Man. I love how like Joe Pesci does such a good job in that movie of not swearing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You know, he had to take everything in his power, man.
Every bit of it.
Everything he had.
Dude, you can see it in his face. He wants to so
Dude, he
bad.
does. He makes fake swear words the whole
All the
time.
whole time.
Grunts and grimaces. I love it.
Too funny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I wonder who could take out Kevin.
Who could take out Kevin McAllister?
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
I mean, that, like we always
Who
talk
could
about things like
infiltrate the McAllister house?
right,
You know?
Yeah.
Well,
right, you know?
obviously, Big Boss.
you
Well,
know?
everybody-
Big Boss
say,
come
I
in,
was gonna say Solid
snap
Snake.
that little boy's neck.
I think the only person that could probably defeat Kevin would be like DHR.
It'd be, oh,
You know, like that's
Christmas ruined.
right for real. I mean, you've only forgotten your kid like 5 years in a row.
Damn.
You
Is
know?
that what Home Alone 4 is going to
you
be?
know? God.
It's got bad.
You know, I mean, God, dude. At some point, it has to be intentional. You know, like
Really.
there's a reason they don't take him on
they
these
just don't like him.
vacations.
Yeah, we saw
know?
why. He annoys the shit out of the rest of the family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Usually, it's housekeeping that gets to take the brunt of
Yeah.
his frustration.
They made him sleep in the attic. Man.
Right. He's up there.
Out
He
of
finds
sight,
a
out of
never-ending
mind, I
storybook.
guess.
There's
Yeah.
not even any heat in the fucking attic.
They're working where they're trying to work out a way to move him actually to the treehouse.
Oh,
There are stages.
It's a process.
It's a whole process.
in a van down by the river.
Well, now.
Man. All right.
So that's what we have to say about Scream.
Yeah.
go
I
watch
mean,
Home
I'll check it
Alone.
out. I
Go
know-
watch Home Alone. Go watch
'cause-
something other than Scream.
I feel like, I mean, everybody's just trying to, find that new horror niche, right? Like,
Yeah.
we got Chucky coming back. He's got a new series coming out. Is that on Sci-Fi? Not Sci-Fi. It's on. I think it's on.
It's on the History Channel.
It's on
Probably.
Peacock. Yeah, but I
Peacock's
mean,
bad.
they're trying to modernize all these different, because that's what they did with Chucky actually last time in Cult of Chucky. They
Yeah.
gave him like GPS. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well-
he had Wi-Fi and like. All this technology.
He
that
was
he
an
could-
Internet
he could
of
control,
Things
Yeah, he can
doll.
control like drones.
Well,
and
that was
stuff.
that
No.
was the remake.
Bro.
That was the remake. That was
Yeah.
the Child's Play remake. When,
Yeah, that was Cult of Chucky. Wasn't it Cult?
No,
that was
it
the
was
last
just
one.
called Child's
Was that just Child's Play?
No, Cult
one
of
with
Chucky
Aubrey
was
Plaza
the
in it?
one that was like spun. Okay, so eventually the Child's Play franchise split into two different continuities.
Right.
Okay.
With the
So-
Seed of Chucky and
Seed of Chucky,
yeah.
Bride of Chucky,
Bride of
Seed
Chucky,
of Chucky,
yeah.
Cult of Chucky, all
Right.
that, and then the other one went off and did. That's why they did the remake, is because they.
You're right. It was
yeah.
a remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is
And
this
it
part
was-
of that? continuity?
I
or-
don't
It's
think so.
it's
No.
a separate thing.
It's a
It's
third leg.
it's just
Yeah,
its
well,
own-
basically what they're saying is that
They're
it takes
basically
place.
creating in 64 controllers.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because this takes place like right there after Child's Play 2. Because
Oh,
they still
okay.
have like Chucky
Yeah.
isn't all stitched up.
Yeah.
He's like
Right.
still like he looks like a good guy doll.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, that is one of the things that kind of changed with Chucky is that you never got the cute Chucky. He was always just horrific the whole time. And what really is off-putting about Chucky is that he can go from cute to brutal in an instant.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the whole thing about him. So they're really kind of focusing on that, which I'm interested in seeing what they're doing with it.
I'd like
you know?
to see it.
You know, curious.
I've always been, I wouldn't say necessarily a big fan of the Child's Play, but I've never been offended by any of the movies. So
Heard
it's
that.
like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. And I actually did enjoy the remake. I thought Mark Hamill did a great job, voicing that.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Well,
but that's, that's all Mark.
What
so.
other stuff would you want to come back though?
Like old horror movies. Well, from what I understand, my brother-in-law told me that Halloween Kills is brutal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah,
good
I
things
do
about
want-
that
Yeah,
too.
he watched
yeah.
it last night, and he's like, man, he's like,
Okay.
you definitely need to watch this film. So
Yeah, boy.
the question is, what isn't being redone?
Right,
You
well,
know,
brought
like
back
I
at
was
this
thinking
point.
some Puppet Master.
Puppet Master would be
Puppet
good.
Master be
I'm
good.
with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
with
could do
that.
that.
Like do a new like Dolly Dearest. That would
Yeah.
work.
Mhm.
Hellraiser, right?
I mean, Hellraiser needs to come back like all the way. They
Yeah.
just need to like completely reset it and get Clive Barker back on it and get I don't know. I mean, I'm always gonna say this, Eli Roth.
Eli Roth,
You
yeah,
know what I
there you
mean?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it'll be funny too. So that's the
Yeah.
thing. If,
Yeah.
if Eli Roth,
Right, but and that's the thing
Speaking
about Hellraiser is like you need to be deadly serious.
Yeah,
there's no
absolutely.
jokes.
Yeah,
Ain't no jokes here.
No, you
Right.
need to be completely sincere.
It's only
You know?
suffering in this house.
Absolutely. That's right. No crying.
Absolutely.
Because that's a waste of good suffering.
Man, so I
Speaking
think that's a
of
good
being,
transition.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
Speaking of being absolutely horrifying and hilarious at the same time.
Terrifier. We've been talking about this. I heard about this movie as soon as it came out, and I was immediately like,
Oh
and
no.
didn't want to watch it really. I was just like, I'm staying away from this one,
Right.
Because fuck clowns, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck clowns
absolutely.
indeed.
Now that I've seen it,
Again,
this might be my favorite
out on
horror
town.
clown, dude.
don't fuck with the clown.
Don't fuck with the clown. That's right. But this really might be my favorite movie clown. It might be.
It's
He's fucked up.
this
This
He's fucked up. This
he's
movie
very
is trash.
unsettling.
Well, yes, this
trash,
movie's
dude.
trash.
Movie's
It is.
Movie is
it
trash. It's absolutely
trash.
trash. Yeah.
But is the clown trash?
The clown is terrifying.
The
He
clown is
yeah.
He
fucking
is
on
very
point,
scary.
dude.
Yeah, he is.
The
He's-
clown's on
The
point.
clown's good.
The
That's
movie's
very good
bad.
Very bad movie for a very scary clown.
We got our Scott Schlock talk.
Hey,
right.
Schlock Talk!
Right.
Yeah. I actually didn't mind this movie all that much.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, I didn't mind it
Movie
either, but I also didn't think it was a good movie.
It wasn't a good. My problem is, it's like, okay, what are you trying to be? If you're aiming for the schlock aspect of it,
True.
then cool,
Yeah.
you nailed it.
Got
But it did seem like they were really actually trying to make a
This
horror
felt
movie
like
at
a
points in
fucking
time.
Rob Zombie film.
Damn, I wouldn't. Oh, fuck,
This felt
man.
like a fucking
I think he does a
zombie
better
film.
job.
Look. This is like C tier zombie, right?
Okay,
here.
okay,
You know,
I'll
I'm not
granted,
talking. I'm not
granted.
talking about fucking Devil's Rejects. I'm talking like
House of a Thousand Corpses.
House of a Thousand Corpses kind of.
But at
vibes
least-
on it.
at
but
least
it
in
does have
that-
that fucking zombie vibe.
At least
to
in
it.
those, like, when someone takes damage, they take damage. This girl got her ankle sawed into
Fuck,
over
dude.
and over
Yeah.
and over and over and
Fuck.
over.
Stab.
And then when you see it later, it's like 3 little scratches.
Yeah.
And she's just hobbling around, walking upstairs.
Nah, dude,
I'm
he
like,
had it behind the Achilles.
Yeah,
and he
I'm
was
like,
digging
he
in.
was
how
sawing
is this
into it.
happening? How is it happening? So
That-
those
that
are the
was-
things
that was
that
brutal.
just. Yeah, right. It's like if they would just.
saw?
The
if they
saw,
would-
yeah.
Right.
They'll
Oh, I
you
saw
in
that
half.
coming, dude. But that's
Yeah.
another problem I had with this movie is that it
You
was highly
can-
predictable for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
I was
You can't
calling
really
it like
see this
if
coming.
dude,
Man.
if well, she's not in the chat,
the-
but I was just
dude.
calling it left and right. I was calling out like dialogue.
Yeah.
I'm just like I should have just written this fucking movie.
But that fucking clown, though, man.
Yeah.
Just the little things that he does.
And
like,
then-
like,
I love
like,
it
dude,
when he's-
when he presents her the ring,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
and then he because he presents it, and then he goes, okay.
He's very.
He does it a second time. He's like, maybe I gotta present it again.
I love it. I love it when,
his little
when
hat.
he's showing her
Like-
the when he's got her tied up and
Yeah.
he's showing her the fucking saw and he's just like,
Oh, you knew what time it
and
was.
then he just
She's
like,
like, ah! And then he's like, "No, I'm just kidding." And then he does it again.
No. My favorite one is when he's using the plastic bag and she rips
him
it
out.
right.
Yeah.
And then he goes.
Oh God,
man. Yeah. like it's these little like, and the thing is the guy who played him actually had a lot of like mime.
You can tell.
Well, yeah, you can totally
dude.
tell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
he does
He
not
was.
speak at all. Throughout this entire fucking movie.
But he has a range of emotions.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
dude.
you get what's going on. His
whole
expressions, his
time.
mannerisms, all of it sell it
He
so
thinks this
hard.
shit
Right.
is fucking hilarious.
Oh, he does.
And
Yeah.
dude, for real, I was not joking about that. I laughed more at this
really,
movie
I laughed a lot
than
at
I
this
have
movie.
in a
Right.
long time.
Yeah.
And it was at stuff that I'm just like, I shouldn't be laughing about this. This is fucking horrifying.
Well, like you
But
were saying, it
it's
was predictable.
hilarious.
Well, yeah.
It felt predictable, like a joke, though.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Not like,
well, and that was the hard part for me. Like, there was just a lot of continuity issues. Like when he was about to saw her friend, and I'm like, oh yeah, this motherfucker's about
he
to saw her
barely
friend.
got in there, though.
He barely got in there,
And
then
he
you see
showed
her
her,
and
and she's
all
cut
the way
all
to-
the way to here.
So she was
I'm
upside
just
down
like,
with
what
her
is-
legs open, by the way, and he comes at it with a hacksaw, and
Yeah.
you know what's going to go on.
You know what's gonna
here.
happen.
gonna happen.
I
Yeah.
figured they'd actually get more graphic than that.
Right, and it's
Yeah.
like just like when he shot her in the face, right?
Right.
He shoots the girl in the face, and she has this very small hole, and then I guess it went straight through, didn't hit bone or anything, because she's just like gasping and talking and all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like,
And then he blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah. By the
Oh,
way,
dude, and
I
then
took
when
a
he
picture.
clicks,
I took
and
a
he
picture.
runs out and he's just like,
And that's why I like this movie, because
Right.
of that shit right
Because
there.
of that shit.
Because as soon as you're like, oh man, this is cheesy, then he does something like that, and you go,
Right.
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
a clown.
love-
Yeah, I mean-
It's a fucking
so it-
clown.
yeah.
So at
Yeah.
some
he was
point,
a great character,
he cuts the tits off this girl
and wears them.
and wears them.
No, my
And he-
favorite is that he
I'm
keeps
like-
like he
he's
keeps
like-
He
touching his
scalps
hair.
her because he scalps her
Well,
as
he's
well.
touching his hair the whole
And
time.
so he's
He
wearing
keeps
her
doing, like-
hair as well. He's wearing her hair
Oh,
and
it's
wearing her boobs,
horrifying.
and
It's
he's just
so
like
bad.
prissing around.
Yeah.
And so, but my whole thing is, even after he cut her boobs off, if you look at her, it's like she has red.
Oh,
where
it
her
looks so
boobs
bad.
are.
She got Jello.
You know,
on there.
She
She
just
but-
had Jello.
Red
right,
on
red
it.
Jello.
Yeah.
But he had a whole halter.
He had everything.
You know,
Yeah.
it was tied up in
Uh-huh.
the back.
She wouldn't
like,
have had
you
a
could see the
torso
back of
after
it.
that.
Right,
Yeah.
and so like things like that were things that just like I couldn't figure out what they wanted the movie
It's
to
like they
be.
didn't try some of the time, but then
Right.
other times they really sold it.
I do
Right.
feel like this kind of got and this probably will line up with what you're saying. I do feel like I did notice some editing inconsistencies.
There's a lot of
There's a
them.
lot of it. I do
Absolutely.
feel
There's a
like
lot.
this movie was potentially a lot more brutal and a lot more graphic.
I could see
but
that.
they cut it back.
I could
It
see that,
seemed like
yeah.
it was just an excuse for brutality, and that's
Yeah. It
my,
was.
that's my
Yeah,
only
it
thing
was.
when it comes to like horror
Gore
films
porn
like
with a
this.
clown, right?
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
exactly. When it
absolutely.
comes to horror, to this type of gore porn, exactly.
Yeah.
I think my problem is that I'm too desensitized,
Mm.
and I've seen too much like real horrific stuff that things like this is just like
It was-
kinda quaint,
it's just
kinda feels
stupid.
kinda quaint.
You're right.
Yeah,
it's like
dumb.
it's just
Yeah.
something to do.
Yeah.
It's something to do. It's like wow, like I can imagine things like this. Like I could just do it right now.
Yeah.
You know. But you are absolutely correct. The performance of the clown himself
It
made the
sells
entire
this-
thing worth it.
absolutely.
That
Yeah,
was
He-
that was
that's what
everything.
I mean,
sells
he's
this
the only
movie.
good actor in the
Yeah.
fucking movie.
Right, exactly.
Everybody else is bad, and I mean,
Because I mean,
bad.
even to
Real
the point
bad.
when he leaves his bag around, that bag was clearly not full of metal objects. People
No.
just pick it up, they're throwing it around, and then.
By the way,
who
my
called the
man-
police? Who
yeah,
called the
who
police?
the
So
fuck
they
called-
were at this diner that they walked to from their car, which
Yeah.
means it had to be maybe a block.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, cops have already found the people that were in the diner that had gotten killed,
Doesn't
but there are
make
no
no sense.
sirens anywhere close to them. The radio's doing a report on it, and these girls are just like right there next to it, but well, it was just so horribly written that it makes me think like the whole name of the game is schlock. That's
It is.
It-
It
what it's
absolutely-
supposed to.
That's what it is.
has to be the angle.
Are you pulling up the other movie?
No. I was.
what was the other movie?
actor's name?
All Hallows Eve, because this is actually Terrifier is actually a spin-off of that movie.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I don't know about
because
that
the clown, the guy who Art the Clown,
Art
which
the
is
Clown.
name, was in that movie. I've never seen it, so I don't know anything else
They-
about
they
it.
think he's in
but
there jerking
the
off
guy
and
who
he's like-
plays Art the
shitting
Clown
all over the
Shit and
walls.
piss.
is
Art.
David Howard Thornton.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like,
well, he's amazing.
he's
Yes,
great.
yes,
yeah.
he nailed it.
Hope he gets way more work. That's all I'm
Absolutely.
saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully not as that
apparently
clown.
he
Well, he
played
will.
the
I mean,
Joker.
there's gonna be. Is there a sequel yet?
Yes, there's
Terrifier
a
2?
Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's
there's
already out?
And there's a sequel to All Hallows Eve. So I mean,
Oh,
you're looking
what?
at like a consistency of 4 movies at this point.
Man, I might
Yeah.
watch these other ones just for him.
Just for the heck of it.
Just for
yeah.
him, dude.
Yeah.
But apparently he also played. It was like a Nightwing either movie or series. I saw him. He played the Joker,
That works.
and I'm like,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
actually fucking perfect. Actually,
Mhm.
yeah.
If he was the
Aw.
body and Mark Hamill was the voice, then you got the perfect Joker. right there.
Absolutely. Right.
You know.
Right.
So I really love that diner scene. I love that shit. I
Yeah.
love it. He sits down and just starts
Just
like,
stares at her.
Yeah.
He just stares.
and then when the blonde sits in his lap, he immediately has this look of like,
Well, at first he ignores her until she
But-
starts touching his face and
she
grabs his hat and
accidentally
hits him in the face with
and
it.
he
Yeah.
gradually just sinks his
Yeah,
face.
he's just like, go to
And then she takes a selfie with him.
and
then-
I knew that was
Oh, dude,
foreshadowing.
and when
I knew it.
he-
The second
when
I
he
saw
kills
that,
her-
I
When
called
he
it.
kills
I was
her,
like,
goes and takes a selfie
Dude,
with
I
her.
called it. I was
There
like,
it
yep,
is.
foreshadowing right there.
Oh,
Yeah, you done
that's
fucked
great.
up.
Those are the things that that redeem the movie to me. It's like
Right.
this is not a good movie, but then I see those things and I'm like, but
That
But
is great,
you know,
yeah.
sometimes
you
with films like
guys,
this,
you
man, sometimes they're
guys.
not really that great to watch, but they're great in retrospect to
They're
remember.
enter-
Right?
it was
Just
it was entertaining.
you know,
I can't
it's
say
good
that I
to-
wasn't entertained by this movie.
Yeah.
you
Right.
know?
yeah,
I don't know, man. Baby girl went to sleep.
really.
Like, we're sitting there watching. She's just passing.
It's
out.
an hour 22, man.
I know, man. It's just, it's not.
This
Kind of
might-
a
this
shorter movie.
This
Like
is
I
one of
said-
the shortest
like I said-
movies that we've
Like I
talked
said,
about.
it was really
Yeah.
just because it does feel like just something to do.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like, you know, here's something that's really engaging and interesting. It's like the clown's acting was amazing. Everyone
acting
else, I don't. Whatever.
you know,
I hope y'all didn't.
If-
Like that
if you
poor
don't have
maintenance
the
guy.
time- oh, man,
And then
the
his
maintenance
friend
guy.
shows up, and his friend comes out and he pulls out the canister and his bag, and he goes to the door, slams it all down. I'm like, all that shit's empty, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, why are you getting ready to help gas the building? You know, didn't you just come to find out if dude was all right or what the problem was?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you came ready to work?
And he
Yeah.
forgot about the hidden key.
you know, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
He's the manager, right? Wouldn't
Right.
he be the guy that knows about the
that
hidden
told,
key?
yeah, the other
Yeah.
guy about the
I
hidden
hid you,
key.
hid
So
you
I
a key
don't-
there.
I
you know?
have. And he was like, forgot about this. And so, but at the same time, for a modern B movie, because that's the way I looked at it.
It's a
just
modern B
a
movie.
modern B movie.
Absolutely.
You know, it hits the marks.
Yeah.
If you threw it on at a
yeah.
party,
I-
you know, that'd be a
I
great
don't know.
environment.
I don't know if this is
That'd
quite
be-
a party movie.
Oh, dude, I think it is. I think
Yeah,
it is
well,
totally,
I,
man.
I think it depends. Read
Look.
read the room.
Look, nah, man, fuck the room. It's the same way with Cabin in the Woods, right? That's a great party movie.
Cabin in the
That's
Woods
a
is
great
a
party
great
movie
party
because
movie.
what you want is a
I
film
love
that
that
everyone doesn't have to watch the whole time, right?
You could just
It's
see a
like
bit
if you,
of,
if you're over there, you just happen to walk past the television and you turn, you look. You might get enamored for a few moments. It might
moments,
grab
I
your
gotcha.
interest for a little while, or you'd be like, "Oh God, I don't want to watch this," and you
no,
turn around
no.
and keep drinking, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But still, there
yeah.
will be a few
We need
people
to-
sitting there like watching the movie, like y'all need to see this. Like this is crazy, you know?
Did you see
And then
what this clown just did?
for
fuck?
real. And then everybody, you know, there'll be those girls like, "Oh my God, y'all are creepy."
If you start watching the movie and you're like, oh, fuck, I can't make it through this, then what you should do is just skip to every time the clown comes on and watch those sections.
Yeah.
Because his
But for a lot of
performance-
people, I don't think they can stomach that clown.
Really? No.
Yeah.
If you
Like,
have
if you-
clown problems,
Yeah, this is not
stay
the clown
fuck
for you.
not
away.
your movie.
Not the clown for
Stay
you.
away, especially with all that shit that was happening at the time, because this is 2016 that this came out.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was when fucking clowns were standing in parks and shit and being
Exactly,
menacing.
all that
and then
prank shit.
Terrifier comes out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah, I would have shot one of those.
For real, don't you come up to
Dude,
me as a clown?
for real.
Uh-uh.
And I better not sit.
I'll
in,
throw other people at you.
for real, I better not sit in jail for a day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Be like,
he was
no.
a fucking clown.
Yeah, for real. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He was standing there with
Your
a giant
Honor?
mallet.
What would you have done?
Exactly. You would have burned him down. You
Yeah.
would have burned him down if he looked like me.
Krusty
You know
going
what I'm
down.
For real,
Fuck,
dude.
man.
I would have melted him. I don't care.
Well,
I
that's
love
one
watching
thing that
those
got
videos.
me is when he was reaching for his ankle. I'm like, fuck that bullshit. Those
Oh,
cops
no,
would have
I-
lit him up so fast.
They would
Yeah.
lit him up fast.
Fuck
But
that.
Real quick.
I also called it when you know, she was attacking, because here's one thing about those movies. people never finish the job. They always like stab once and run away. You know, she stabbed once, she ran away, came back,
you
started smacking him.
clown.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm like, you keep going to work. And when he was all crouched down and she's
And
like
he was-
yelling at him,
yeah,
I was like,
come on,
I was like,
come
she's,
on. Like,
yeah, he's
fuck
about to
you.
shoot her.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said it out loud. I was like, okay,
You deserve
he
to
pulls
die
up a
at that
gun,
point.
and then he does come up, bam.
That's
and
the
it's like,
ultimate Joker move
there
right
you go.
there.
Absolutely.
You think you got me? Bang! Oh wait, that's the fake one. Bang! He should have had a fake gun.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Good.
That would have been cool.
They didn't want him to be
That's
so
too,
out a
Joker,
that's too
rubber
right?
chicken.
Yeah, that's too
Oh.
Clown Prince.
Oh.
Yeah,
Clown
that's way too Clown Prince.
Yeah.
And so,
But-
God, that was a very, I don't know if entertaining is the word.
I
It's entertaining to remember.
Yeah, I derived a lot of enjoyment.
It's
from
him.
watching
It's
this
just
movie.
him,
It's
dude.
just the
Yeah.
clown.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Now everything else about the movie's bad.
It's garbage.
Well,
It's
I
trash.
do also appreciate the fact that the two initial characters were not the main characters.
main
per
girl.
Yeah,
se.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
Or
usually, you
the
know,
last
I thought the
girl or
brunette
whatever.
girl was going to be the one who
Well, fuck.
survived
I got-
because she
I
was
got
more
right.
studious.
What, it was
But then there was a girl who was more studious than she was.
Her sister.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so she's even more studious because that's always the one that has plot armor.
Right.
And so,
Well,
yeah.
like I got to about 45 minutes in the movie and noticed that it looked like Skeleton Girl's about to die, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, we still got half a movie left.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on
But,
here?
but her sister was on the way. Like when they
Sister
introduced her
was on the
sister,
way.
and her sister's like, "Well, you know, I've got to study for my midterms." I'm like, "Oh, that's the hero."
And then
Yeah.
what was up with the crazy lady that had the doll? Like they
Oh,
just
that
like
poor
put that
lady.
in there just
I
to
don't
be
even know
weak.
why
Like,
she was
what-
in the building
Yeah.
to begin
They should-
with.
that's
That
not
poor
no.
thing.
I
Yeah.
thought the janitor was Todd Barry at first. You guys know Todd Barry?
Yeah, I know
Uh,
Todd Barry.
I
Yeah.
really thought it was, and I was like, yes, it's Todd. Oh,
Yeah.
Because
And I
imagine
thought-
if his dry ass
Dime
comedy
store
was in
Todd
that
Barry.
movie.
Oh,
Right.
dude.
But see,
That
and
would be
then that
great.
was another thing that got me. It's like he had an opportunity to take the clown out. But he also,
Yeah.
once again, hit him one time. Then come on, let me
They
help
ran
you
away.
out of here.
Dude, when he got
It's
hit in
like,
the face with the hammer, that was the
bro.
stupidest looking bullshit. It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
boom.
Well, my whole thing is when you look around and you see a woman who's sawed from her vagina all the way to her mouth, and
Yeah.
she's split and hung up there.
Yeah.
All bets are off.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
time to play a different game.
It's time
You
to
know what I'm saying?
leave.
Well, leaving is one part, but if you got the leg up on the killer enough to get him on the ground, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to play some pretty twisted rules. I'm about to decapitate this dude. I'm sorry. We've got to make sure that thing that's hanging up isn't
Well,
me
but-
in the future.
okay,
'Cause
so
he's
this
willing
is
to do that,
He's gonna
right?
do it.
He's willing to do. He wants to
What
do
the
that.
fuck was up with him in when? Okay, so again, spoilers, but if you care,
Shit,
whatever.
dude, we are well
I mean,
beyond
dude,
that.
We're
Oh,
well
yeah.
beyond that. But what the fuck was up with him in the morgue? Like, is he like? I guess this is
Wait,
something
wait,
that
the
we would-
cile?
Yeah,
Apparently, he's immortal.
He
Apparently, yeah.
he
It's
just
like-
Tyler Durdened it, man. He just Tyler Durdened it.
this might be something that is explained a little
I
better if
think-
we watch like All Hallows Eve.
Right,
Maybe.
because I think
Yeah.
that I was thinking that
You think-
I didn't know that this was already like a
And
side
that's the
story
thing
or
that
sequel
kinda
style.
killed-
So
yeah.
I
Have-
thought
have-
that maybe
have any of us seen
he
All
was.
Hallows Eve? We haven't seen
No,
this.
we haven't
No.
seen this.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah.
But I thought that maybe it was like, okay, Halloween happened and this dude was actually alive, but after
Right.
making these sacrifices, blah 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 blah, then he somehow gained immortality, and that'll be referenced
I don't
in
know,
the future. Like in Terrifier 2, maybe they'll tell us more about why that enabled him to survive. Kind of like Child's Play, like you know
yeah.
how
I don't
Charles
know, I
Lee
didn't like
Ray
it. That's
ran
probably the
into a
only
doll
part-
factory, got
yeah.
killed, and then his blood intermingled with the plastic, and then that's what created the
Yeah.
created Chucky. He was
Yeah.
immortal technically.
Right
from
at
there.
that point, yeah.
But then
I
had
don't
to
know.
use
I
voodoo.
wasn't digging on that. that
Voodoo.
aspect.
Yeah, it's like that. You got
Voodoo,
you got
voodoo.
fucky out of after that. It's just like how day do we dembala? All right, bro.
Voodoo,
I mean, voodoo you voodoo bitch. That's my jam, dude.
Hell yeah.
Sam B got that thing that go bump in the night. Voodoo you voodoo bitch. Stand up. But I don't know. I don't know why he's eternal. But
Again, something that might be explained if we watch the other movies, but
Because you can't kill mimes.
right,
True.
evil never dies,
Mimes
man.
That's
are-
right.
Evil never
Mimes
dies.
never die.
Never.
Right.
Mm-mm. He was pantomiming.
You got to put them in a box, and then they're
You
like,
gotta put him in a. Oh
Uh-huh.
no!
Like, oh.
That's where they fucked up. They didn't put the
They didn't
mime
put it
in a box.
They didn't put him in a box.
For real. Make sure you close the lid on top.
That's right. Right. You
Jump
gotta
out.
make sure. Right. And then you gotta swallow the key.
oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Fuck,
If you
yeah.
don't swallow the key,
I
All
feel
bets
like
are off.
that's foreshadowing.
He would have been screwed on that.
Yeah, exactly. He would find a way to get that key out.
Want to play a game?
Oh, no.
You know,
Inside your stomach is a key.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they choose them. But the name of the game is to create a franchise, right?
Right.
So, I mean,
true.
that's
I
that's
get
everything.
it. I
you
just
know?
I don't know. Look, I know we've been saying yes, this movie's trash except for the clown's performance, but I didn't really have a super low opinion of it until that point, and then I
Okay.
was just like,
Okay.
oh, okay, this is just
It would have been
slot
scarier if he would have actually killed himself and been dead.
Right, exactly.
Right.
It would have been a lot.
And
more
maybe if he came back in
terrifying.
a sequel, that would make more sense. But at the
Something,
end of the
yeah.
movie, it was like
At the very end of the movie, it just felt very tacked on.
Man,
Right.
dude, the end of the movie was the fucking cheesiest dialogue too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Those
my
cops
God.
are awful.
How are you gonna eat a greasy croissant when you're standing over a body? And he's like, when you've seen an 8-month-old
Microwave to death.
everything else is just
Yeah.
Yeah.
old hat. That's what he said.
Right.
Everything else
Old,
is
old hat. Yeah. It was pretty rough,
Like-
man.
But,
And the face that the cop makes, she's like,
yeah.
it's
So I thought
taken aback.
I called that line too when he was just
Yeah.
like, I thought you were watching your cholesterol, and he's like, yeah, I'm watching it go up. I'm just like,
Jesus,
oh my
man.
god,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
God, we should make movies.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Apparently,
I think
We
about
should.
that when I watch sketch shows all the time. I'm like, man, I write better sketches than
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Why didn't I remember all those stupid ideas I came
Right.
up with?
Right.
I should have had a
yeah,
notebook.
because I told myself they were stupid.
Because I told myself that the Gettysburg Address was stupid. That's why. Because I told
Because you told yourself that All Night Long was stupid.
All Night Wong, a 24-hour Chinese place, is a great idea.
That's still a great idea.
All right.
Yeah. no.
All Night,
People would be triggered now, but it would have really
Right.
worked in like 2010.
Yeah.
All Night Wong.
Well,
Well, now we can
What?
come to the time.
that Tandy.
Tandy, should people watch Terrifier? Huh? What do you think? What does Tandy think? Why not?
That was the
Why
quickest
not?
decision
There
ever.
you go.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
Tandy.
I mean, seriously, it is. I mean, with it being spooky season, if
It's
you
worth a
want,
watch.
if
He
you want some
switched it.
blood, you want some gore. It's
You can definitely
it's-
do a lot worse.
right. There are
I
worse
feel.
ways to spend an hour and 20 minutes.
Right, exactly.
Right. And so, yeah, check out Terrifier. I mean, but honestly, it is nightmare fuel. I will tell you, if you have a clown thing.
Oh, dude.
I mean,
fucking
just remembering
just-
the movie is way more horrifying than watching it.
Him, dude. His
His himness.
All of it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His teeth,
Just-
man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know, and he does. He's probably the most terrifying clown out there.
Yeah.
You know, Pennywise is up there, but Pennywise is more psychological and
Right.
more dependent upon you and your own personal
Right,
fears.
absolutely.
But as a clown, this is
The
this
clowns
even
from
trumps,
outer
like,
space
I was
are a
gonna
little
say
too
killer
big
clowns.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little silly. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this is like a very serious clown who just wants to see
And
the world burn.
that's right.
You know, or maybe not burn. Maybe he wants to see the world cut from its vagina to its mouth.
There you go.
Right.
Well,
That sounds like a good
Right.
place to.
yeah.
You know,
God.
real quick, I was just going to touch on this. Speaking of the gory horror genre, you know,
Uh-huh.
do either of you guys have interest in watching Jigsaw?
I would watch it just to close out because I've watched every movie in the series.
Did you know that Chris Rock actually helped write it?
Yeah.
Are you talking about
That's
Spiral?
insane.
Spiral.
That's what I
Spiral.
mean to
Yeah,
say.
the
I
newest
mean
one.
Spiral. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
like
I
to
better
finish
say
it.
Because
This is,
apparently he was a big fan.
Yeah.
So he was like, no, I got a great idea for a Saw movie. Like,
Right, you know, who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
Chris Rock's been trying to make a comeback. You know, he
Yeah.
was also in the most recent season of Fargo,
Yeah.
which he put forth a pretty decent performance. I liked it a
Absolutely.
lot. You know,
So then that means I take back who should do Hellraiser, and we should just go ahead and let Jerry Seinfeld write it. You know?
I might as well at
Might
this
as well,
point.
hell
You
yeah.
know, I would take Jordan Peele, but
What is with suffering? Actually,
Yeah.
a Jordan Peele Hellraiser would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know, Pinhead.
Oh my God! If it was,
Jordan Peterson. Well, the problem, Pinhead, is that suffering is not only found on humans. All animals kind of suffering, but they display suffering in different ways. And so once you understand that part of it, then you'll understand that suffering can be a positive thing while not being a negative thing. The whole time he's just like Mimir.
Yeah.
Like he's already been decapitated, but he's still talking.
Bumping them gums.
You think you know suffering? I've been suffering all day.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, Hellraiser in the Hood. That's what that would be like. That'd be
yes. Dude, Hellraiser needs to go to the hood.
Leprechaun did it.
Leprechaun
went to the hood.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, do we have anything else?
No, we need to get out of here,
Nope.
man.
Yeah, because we got bike jousting tonight.
Oh yeah, that is a thing.
Zombies. We might be
there's some
playing some
Zambos.
zombies later.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely tune in to. So what do you think of this? We actually have a PSN account now for it, so we're going to be streaming some PlayStation games.
Really, I should just buy Melty Blood. We should play that.
That's what we should do.
That's what we should
and
do.
so, we'll be doing some Melty, some zombies. Of course, check us out. All of the links are in the
On
description
Spotify,
on the screen,
on YouTube, on other places.
Click all
like
the things.
To,
Click them all and
do
hit
all
follow
the
after you do
things.
them.
Hit follow. Share with someone that you think might enjoy this podcast. Check us out our own individual streaming channels. If you have some money just kind of laying around that you're not going to do anything with, why don't you put it in our Patreon? We would very much appreciate it. And
True
ding
that.
the bell so you know whenever we go live. Thank you guys so much for viewing, for being in the chat, and for Ace, our new follower. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you for the support.
Thank you for
Thank you for
everybody
the
who
love.
follow. Yeah, thanks for the support. Thanks for the follow.
Come play some Melty with us, Ace.
Yeah, exactly. Come play some Melty with us if you want later tonight. Thank you to Moth and Wolf, who is our admin, keeping the chat clean. Free of bad hoss.
Keeping that chat clean. I don't know. They can't do much about
They can't
me.
do much about us.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know what's going to come out of our mouths.
Right. We could say anything.
Oh, yeah. And
My completely
also,
circuitous plan is 3/4 complete.
also, remember, Moth and Wolf will be joining us next week.
Oh, yeah.
For Dune.
For Dune. So we're going to take a break from the spooky stuff.
Right.
And talk about sandworms.
Because Dune's important.
Dune is important. So check us out next week, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in.
Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Peace.